It's a whole new world, a whole new rug that I just streamed. I'm here with markable thoughts on my
Hello?
magical carpet ride.
Have you seen my tweet that I just put out? You
No, I
gave me
did
so
not.
much time, I was able to Photoshop a new thumbnail.
Oh,
Um,
really? Let me see it.
Wait,
Oh my god.
have you seen it?
No, I haven't.
Oh, wait.
I'll log to Twitter
I'll
right
put
now.
the link in the private chat here.
Okay.
Share it in the on screen.
My god. Oh, I'm retweeting that. That's the best.
Like, I made this in 5 minutes just as a thumbnail for Motley stream, but then you got on. It's like,
Wait.
oh, shit.
Okay. If I'm the carpet and you're Aladdin, who's Jafar or Jafar?
I don't know.
Good
Who
question,
would
right?
it be? Huh?
I could also play like the parrot.
Yeah, all I know is that Motley is the monkey. Abu.
Yeah.
His name is Abu, right?
Yeah. Abu. So what's going on, dude? What's that background? What's that, like double bloods? Or is that supposed to be like the water sign, the yin yang symbols in the background there?
Yeah, so I have my company is called Trickle Media,
Okay.
and this is the logo. It's
okay.
two water drops.
Okay.
Kind of also as the yin yang kind of vibe. And I made this. So the beginning of COVID, I was so first I was a videographer and I was traveling around the world filming public speakers on events.
Right.
But yeah, that wasn't going on after COVID, so
Right.
I needed to do something else. And I saw that people needed to understand how to make better videos, how to be better on Zoom interviews, for example.
Right.
So I was telling them, you need to figure out your background and it should be better than a dishwasher or whatever. And
you see,
my background was bad. Yeah, it was
blank wall.
Exactly.
You see, I have room to go up. You see this?
And it's already a lot better than most people. But like a lot of clients that I had, they were being paid like $5,000 for an hour on podium to just give their talk, and then all of a sudden they had like messy backgrounds and whatever when they went online, right? So I was just helping them, but my background was bad as well. So I just thought, well, I'll just build this, and I documented this, and yeah.
No, it looks cool, man. I should help you. We'll talk after stream and stuff. See if I can upgrade this whole setup a little bit.
Yeah, for sure, man. I would be happy to help. Yeah, I've been doing that a lot for other people as well.
So I mean, I really wanted to do the stream to get to know you. Obviously, the stream's called Viking Dude Hex, right? And that's just for the taco algorithm, basically. The taco algorithm is this whole thing that it's not the taco algorithm, but the algorithm. It's this whole thing where I don't know if I should say this or not, but like
yes,
basically the algorithm, at least how it stands right now, they think that we have a second grade reading level around the world on average. So the way people click videos, they think that literally you as a whole, the human race is about at a second grade reading level.
All right.
So literally, your video does better if you have simplistic words. So it's like money, yes, now,
dude.
It's sad, dude. But
like, and you just know that it works, and that's the whole sad thing, man. Like I was also on, like I used to be a lot on Facebook. The past year I've been making a video every single day, and I created a whole community on Facebook, just helping people make better videos.
Right.
Now I'm off Facebook because I don't like Facebook, but I was doing that, and I was also writing posts that were that's where the name comes from, markable thoughts. I just like to think deeply in different kinds of concepts of life and success and all that stuff that we like. And someone told me, like, yeah, your posts will do better if they're easier and if they're like short sentences and you have spaces in between the sentences. And I was actually doing that at some point. I was thinking, well, let's just try it. And then I just thought, man, fuck this. I don't even want to dumb down everything so that everyone understands, because that's what we're basically doing. Everyone's kind of dumbing down everything. Like you said, like the algorithm decides, like you did this for the algorithm, and the algorithm makes everyone dumber. Like also what TikTok, like 10-second videos or whatever, all that shit constantly.
Yeah.
It makes people dumber, man, and that's the whole point. If you have if you get the expectations of everyone's dumb, then everyone's going to get dumb. That's
yeah. But yeah, that's true. I would say we peaked out probably in the 70s and stuff, because that's the last time I remember something on TV or something like you would actually have like people on TV actually having like real like discussions and stuff. At least here in the States, I'm not sure around the world, but like I remember, you would have I don't know. I want to say, was it Donahue or whatever the hell his name? This guy had the show and stuff, and there was like,
I have no idea.
Oh, okay. Well, basically, he would invite on a bunch of just random people around from the intellectuals and stuff, and it was like this really. It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. Obviously, if you have an intellectual show, you still have like one. You have one like clown on there every week.
Yeah.
Just for the ratings a little bit. But
yeah.
But it's pretty amazing. Yeah. Shout out Luis Hex. Oh, shout out this guy right here. Yeah, I met up with him in Vegas.
Cool photo.
I mean, him and his brother. Yeah, they're the guys that are setting up the Hex meetup for.
Right. So they're already there.
They're already there. Yeah, they're pretty cool dudes. They gave me a bunch of magical gifts that I actually want to show for 1 second. Actually,
go ahead.
These mans, they came into cryptocurrencies in 2017, right? And they're like, okay, I need to learn cryptocurrencies. So I'm going to go to every single event that I could possibly go to here in Vegas. So I was like, all right. And so these guys gave me I was the most flabbergasted gift I've ever gotten. A real Bitconnect flyer.
No.
Yes.
Dude, that's a relic, man.
I know.
That's amazing. Is that guy on there as well? The bald guy?
Oh, I don't know.
No, he's not.
No, he's no. No, they hired.
Is that a roadmap?
It's a roadmap.
Dude, Bitconnect is such a good meme. Dude, it's amazing.
It's the best. We still haven't had one just like that. Dude, that was some hey. Dude, it's sad, man. That guy's life got wrecked, dude. He lost all his money. His wife left him and everything too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like he was not a scammer. He literally was just some dude that just fell for the scam. He was just so happy about Bitconnect, and then they just put him on stage to make him look like a fool. And like when all the people that are on the stage there too, when you see like the stage, that's none of the actual founders.
No, yeah, of course not. That's never the case, right?
No,
you just get a few people really happy about stuff, and then they will talk about it.
Right.
It's
read out the roadmap. All right. Let's see.
The roadmap. We're going to call it the roadmap. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we already said it in chat. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice one, chat. Well done.
Okay, so initial coin distribution and marketing, ICO, January Windows wallet. Okay. Binance exchange to BTC. Okay. Bitconnect lending. Okay. Block Explorer, then listed on Coin Directory, Linux, Mac, desktop wallet, Binance on other exchange, official mining pool, Android wallet. That would have been big. A partnership with Bitconnect, partnership with service provider, blockchain conferences, debugging. Oh yeah. Market campaign, Android app, iOS. This is just like dumb little like wallet thing. There's literally nothing here.
No, it's just words.
Yeah, it's just nothing.
2017 is such an interesting year to look back on, man.
Yeah, but I forgot. But this was probably really big upgrades because like at the time, I invested into a coin in 2017 called wow, I can't even remember the name. Because Syndicator, right? It was the first cryptocurrency to actually have an app on iOS, basically. Like that was it. It was like,
that was a big thing back then, man.
Yeah, they had an app. It was the shittiest, jankiest thing I've ever seen in my life. But I was like, it has an app. It is far better than the rest of these coins. And then I was right. It launched when I got into it. It just like
damn
like that. But just like that, it crashed as well. They were the same thing. Yeah. Augur got into trouble with, like doing dangerous, dumb bets. Like when you have the virtual, you can make a bet about anything. We're like, okay, 1,000 BTC when Miguel's gonna go bald, like dumb stuff like that. Or like, but then they would get into like what always happens is some guy starts putting like these really like not so good bets. You know what I mean? Like little dangerous stuff to say.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. When does this person die? Things like yeah.
Dude.
Mm-hmm.
People, man. people.
Yeah, but shout out to Luis and his brothers. Good dudes.
I remember in 2017 where just if you could, if the developers would get on a picture with a random company's billboard or just their name, it would be like, oh, there's gonna be a collaboration, and price go up. It was funny. I saw one dude. He went on a picture with the McDonald's clown.
Yeah.
And people thought he was going to have a partnership with McDonald's.
Oh yeah, I think that was OMG. I think.
Yeah, could be. OMG did a lot of things, also with Microsoft, I think.
Yeah,
that was funny, man.
What a shit project, man. Like,
yeah, I don't even know what they do now.
It's supposed to be. It was supposed to be Matic, basically. Whatever Matic's doing, that's what they were supposed to be doing. Basically,
they just didn't do it.
Yeah, and like even Matic, I don't like Matic at all. I think Matic's like a kind of a shit project too.
Yeah, I don't know much about it. You know way more about projects and all that stuff. I like Hex.
I've been worried. I've been worried about Matic. Like basically,
why?
So okay, so I've got a lot of experience with Matic from back in the day.
Yeah.
Basically, like a big promise coin. So I was in the Decentraland community originally back in the day, right? And that was before I think the game launched. And Matic was around saying, "Hey, you guys, we're gonna create some sort of we're gonna create an L2 just for Decentraland, just to test it out, and then from there we're gonna give this to the wider NFT community." So during the time, Plasma, Lightning Network, and all these other chains were around, OMG as well. And basically, so they were like, "Hey, we don't want to be the L2 for the rest of it. We want to be the L2 for NFTs." Oh, that's pretty cool. And so the NFT community backed them. So a lot of the original money that backed Matic was all NFT money, Decentraland money. And these guys effectively didn't do nothing at all. And essentially, by the time they actually collected a lot of the Decentraland money and a bunch of this other stuff money, they just kind of exit stage left. They made a shitty casino in Decentraland. This jankiest piece of shit like I've ever seen. Like, dude, one day I'm gonna show you guys. Like, I'm gonna show you guys how dumb it looks. Maybe they upgraded the graphics, but it was like the dorkiest little like casino. And then you would pay Matic. You know the sad shit. The people who spent a bunch of money in that casino just lost all their money because then they no longer. They didn't just lose like $1,000 that they played the casino gambling. They also lost that times 150 because the price went up during that time too.
Oh yeah, damn.
It's just oof. It's just
that's tough. Yeah.
Now there's no NFTs anywhere. Now there's other stuff like OGN token and stuff, which is totally just like throat fuck them and their entire NFT thing.
I haven't heard of OGN. So have you heard anything about NFTs right now with the whole dump going on? Is it still a thing or?
Yeah. Oh no, well no. So the way the NFT market works is because it's so illiquid, is that the price, unless no one really will sell. It's this weird thing. It's like the art market. So when the economy's bad, art doesn't really sell. It does the highest piece, of course. If you're trying to sell like a Leonardo, like a I don't know.
Yeah, but so everyone is just left with nice looking JPEGs.
Yes, exactly. It's not moving. There's very few segments where it's selling. Either you have an artist that just comes out with something brand new that still sells. So brand new releases, ICO stuff, it still sells. You have the highest end of stuff. Beeple sells. CryptoPunk sell. Just at slower time frames because they're expensive, but they still sell. Right. So it's just like that, like the Rolexes and all that stuff. The highest end of the market probably still sells, but slower.
Yeah, exactly.
And then something called Top Shot. So Top Shot is probably like it's a trading card game, but that's backed by the NBA basically. So Top Shot's like the actual. I'm trying to remember the name. NBA Top Shot. So it's this company that essentially what they do is that they buy the likenesses of all the players in the NBA and they make like digital like cube cards. They're actually worth a lot of money. Like I have friends of mine that became millionaires off that stuff already. Yeah, because they were buying LeBron James cards for $15 and Kobe Bryant cards.
How much are they worth now?
This is what they told me like 2 months ago. So $15,000 to $35,000 each card at least.
Damn.
And they sold them.
I don't get that, man.
It's just people get money. It's like you got to imagine like when did you get into crypto?
beginning 2017.
Oh, okay. So you were around a while. Oh, okay. Cool. So me and you were around the same time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, okay, after I finish this stuff, I would actually like to get to know you and stuff, and sort of like before we go on a date and stuff. You know, like, I don't want to get married right away. You know,
dude, you should put a candle in between us, like here on the background. You should have a looping candle. That would have been great. So, what do you want? What did you say?
So, sorry, I just let me delete something. The hell is? Wow. Anyway,
I have no idea what.
Some bad stuff. Yeah, bad stuff.
Get out of here.
He was trying to make a joke, but it was not good.
All right, I was telling people to dislike this video, and they wouldn't do it. You have a strong following. Like, they wouldn't do it. And also, while we were waiting on you for like 40 minutes, the viewer count went up, not down. It went up.
We're already at a shout out to my 103 live viewers. I love you guys. Miguel elbows everywhere.
It was amazing, man. I was looking at it. I was like, man, some people love that guy.
Thank you. No, I love my viewers, man. I love all these guys, man. Like, I actually know a lot of the people in here. You know, I've talked to a lot of people in this chat and stuff, you know, for a long time. Balliot Brand rugs me all the time. I love that dude. I rugged his stream. He rugs mine. You know, it's just fun. Children of the Grave.
Did you? I forgot. Did you put the photo on here? The thumbnail that I made?
Oh, I can show it.
Yeah. The people should see it, man.
All right, let me.
I forgot because I was looking at it myself on Twitter, but I think the viewers haven't seen it.
Wow.
So I made this thumbnail for everyone. Like, I made this in 5 minutes, and I thought I was almost done, and then I was thinking, wait, Miguel has to be the rug.
Well, just guys remember this though. Like, the Promised Land took Moses 40 years to get to the Promised Land. You know what I mean?
But with a rug, you'll get there quicker.
This is the magical carpet ride. We'll get there quick. Damn it, Motley! Wow. Oh my God! I didn't notice the hex is the sun.
Yeah. I was actually making a new background for HexMag. And this was I was making his ultimate office, and this was his view from the office. So you would be sitting here, and then you would see a chair, like a lounge behind him, and then you would have this as a view.
Yeah, that is true. Moses didn't ask for directions. That's true, actually. I don't mind asking for directions here and there. So it should be a lot quicker. I mean, there's an original joke on my Twitter. Let me see if I can still have it. Stop sharing. Back. Oh, I stopped sharing. Whoops. Damn it. Okay, there we go. So if I go to my Twitter right here, like, this is some old ass tweet I did a long time ago right here. Like, they say 1 month in crypto is like a year in the stock market. And they say it took Moses 40 years to get his people through the desert to the Promised Land. Well, I'm here for you guys in the 3 short years to walk this wasteland, right? This is September. So I'm basically saying September, you guys, we're going to be in the green, is what I'm saying. That's an old 2018
Oh,
tweet.
wow. I didn't even see that. Like, I've seen the tweet, but I haven't seen the date. That's cool.
Yeah, that's a long time ago. And it's because if you do the math in dog years and stuff, it actually is pretty short and stuff. So it's like 40 years in dog years is like, so it's like, because like originally the joke was going to be dog years, but then I was like, wait, no. If a month in crypto is like a year in the equities market in terms of how much shit goes down. So it's like, if you just do 40 divided by 12, you know, it's like, what is that? 40 divided by 12, 3.3 years.
Welcome.
Ooh.
Yes.
You saw that shit? You saw the math? You saw that math from 2018 coming to life now? Woo! This is what I'm saying.
Together. So you haven't left the bear market, right? You were still there. I made the mistake of leaving. Like, I was really sick of it. I lost a lot of money, and I gained a lot of money, and then I lost a lot of money.
Let's go into that. Let's go into that, man. I mean,
Yeah,
that's pretty
sure.
interesting. People, I like most of the people viewing. Like some of them were in 2017, but were not in the market real heavy. You know, maybe they just owned a little Bitcoin and that's it.
Mhm.
Or and most of them came in probably between 20. No one came in 2018. Absolutely nobody.
No,
Okay,
no.
like no one did. No, it was all 2019 to now basically is
Yeah, yeah,
came
for
and,
sure.
to tell you the truth, it was if they were lucky they got in 2020, but I would say a quarter of new people in here are from this year alone, not even
Yeah.
last year. So
Yeah, and I value, like, not against everyone, but I value people's opinions that went in here at 2016, 17 way more than other people, because people don't know how shit can go down.
yeah,
It's like hard to imagine, right? Even like you can see the chart, but you don't really know until you really have gone through it. So it's
yeah,
interesting. Yeah.
it's but you know one main difference between this one, because like I was around a little bit in 2016. I was mostly
Mhm.
I was December of 2016 when I got into the market, and then like February 14th, like 2 days after Valentine's Day, is when I aped into a ton of my money from my stock portfolio. I just
Uh-huh.
like I took 40% of my stock portfolio and just went
Nice.
into the market, like because I got pulled in because of dude, I get mad at myself. I mean, like I've said this before in some other videos, but I I had known about cryptocurrencies probably since like 2012, 2013.
Oof. Yeah, that's a hard pill to swallow.
And the reason I couldn't get in is because like literally my financial literacy was so terrible at the time.
Ah, yeah.
I had no bank account, no debit, no credit cards. I had nothing. I
But
had
you wanted to
cash.
get in, you just didn't have any money.
It, yeah, but I still could have
Uh,
got in because like so I had buddies of mine tell me about like the the Silk Road stuff back in the day, and then like us being teenagers were like, yo, this shit kind of like, yo, this is back in the days when the 420 crowd couldn't get their 420. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't trying to buy nothing crazy. I was just, you know.
Dude, pot coins went up in 2017.
Yeah.
Like they did
Oh,
well. I
yeah.
don't know what they do now, but yeah. So what I wait, that's almost 4 years. Oh, that is 4 years ago. So I was still in university for like 2 more years. I didn't have any money, so I put in some money, like
Yeah.
5K or whatever, and it was a lot of money for me back then.
Oh
And
no, believe it.
but then and then went to 20K, and I can remember with Christmas, I was my dad was telling me, dude, you have to get something out. You have to take some profits. And I was like, no, man, it's going to the moon.
That's a G.
I said, no, you don't know what you're talking about. He didn't know, but like he did know that at some point you have to take some profits.
Right.
But yeah, that happened. And I went through a whole lot of. I actually did some staking in 2017. There were some. There was
Oh.
a website called Coins Market.
Hmm.
Eventually, it got rugged. Eventually, it was just gone. But you could just buy stuff there, and then by just having the coins in the wallet of that exchange, you would get an APY of whatever.
Oh, okay.
And there were a few of those, and I understood what was happening, and I was messing around with them, getting that APY, and then also I was also messing around with one Satoshi like shit coins that would go to 2, and then I would sell them, and then they would go to
No.
1.
Okay. I never got that degenerate. Wow.
That was fun, man. Like, I did it with a few $100, and I was like, well,
Yeah.
that's easy. And then everyone, like, it did nothing at some point, right?
Yeah.
I think I did that on Cryptopia, but that got rugged as well. So I eventually got rugged on 2 different things. And I also got scammed by one guy. I was just trying to help him, and I didn't know anything. But I was actually happy that I got scammed for. It was just for $500 or something. I was thinking, wait, why wouldn't you do it for more? But all right, I'm okay with that. So he scammed me for $500, and that made me like now right away I can see the scam. So I'm actually pretty grateful for that.
Yeah, that's a
Like,
cheaper. That's a cheap lesson, basically,
Yeah,
compared to most
for
people.
sure.
Some people could have gotten rugged for like 10, 20 grand or something crazy like that.
Yeah, man, it's insane.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
that's not good. So
So,
yeah.
what did you buy when you first got in 2017?
So I bought a lot of things and I sold it always before the big bump happened. Like I bought
Oh.
some what was it called, library,
Oh yeah, yeah,
um,
yeah. Yep.
and I sold that. Like I held that for like 5 months or something, and then I sold it. Like it didn't do anything. And then I sold it, and it went up 27x. And then I did the same with I can remember Bitcoin Cash. I
Yeah.
sold that right away, and then it went.
Smart.
I think it went up, and then I bought it. Then it went down, and then I held it. Then it went up a little bit to just my
Break even.
yeah. So I sold that, and then it went up like 2x again or whatever, like right away. Like a few hours later, it went up like crazy again. And I've had that with multiple things, like OMG. I held that as well, and like I earned some money, but most of the gains I just missed because I would just get out of the coin just before the thing happened.
Yeah, I think that's during the time of the musical chairs era. So like the last 2 months of the cycle, which I'm guessing this was like probably January 2018, November, December.
Yeah,
That
it
whole
could be.
range.
I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, because this sounds familiar because this was happening to me too. There was coins that they were pumped. They pumped a little bit, but they weren't really like pumping really. And then you would have people like I remember the whole the whole mindset back then. It was like, okay, let me invest into this coin. It hasn't pumped yet. It hasn't pumped yet. Or like basically like, okay, all these other coins have pumped. Let's get into this one. So it was this whole thing where like we were all just like,
Something
like,
has to pump.
yeah, we were all leapfrogging and stuff. It was
Yeah,
bad.
that was stupid, man.
The last pump, I think the last major coin pump was EOS. I think that was the last one.
Yeah, I made some decent money on that, and then I told people this is not going anywhere when it was at the top, and people were telling me like, you're an idiot. And I said, well, I sold, we'll see. And then it went like, that was one of the only things I got right.
Right.
So whenever I make calls on stream, don't listen to me. I know some things like fundamentally, and I understand some things very well, but like markets, I just can't get it right. That's why dollar cost crypto, right? That's why you just you don't put everything in right away. So that's so I got wrecked like everyone else, and then I was like, well, it's kind of stupid to be in here if it's going to take a while. Let me do some other things, because I was in university and I wasn't able to do anything. Like I didn't really have skills. I was doing business administration, but they don't they teach you to be a good employee, and I didn't want to be that. So I was thinking, well, I need some skills then. So I was just going to help a lot of people just for free, just helping people in businesses to get some experience, get some knowledge and some basically, but like in a really casual way, like, hey, do you have one project that I can help you with, something like that. And that worked really well. Then I found out that I was pretty good at visual stuff, and I picked up a camera for the first time, and within a year I was traveling the world making videos for people. And then I saw Hex. Like I was listening to Richard Hard at the when Bitcoin Cash happened. From then on, and I left knowing that he was going to create something, and I was like, well, you go create this, I'll create my thing, and I'll get back to it when it's done. And then it was done. So I got back into crypto. It's basically because of Hex. I didn't really feel like being in crypto. I was earning pretty good money anyway, so if it wasn't for Hex, I probably wouldn't be here. Well, obviously not on the stream, but crypto, I don't know, man. I just couldn't trust it anymore in some way. That's also why I didn't. I was stupid. I knew what the AA was. I just didn't ape in because I was kind of scarred by crypto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was totally the left and the right of the bell curve on Hex, basically.
Yeah.
It really was.
And they got rewarded. Like you earned that stuff. Like that was a big risk to take.
No, it was concerned. I actually got mad at some of the other people that got into Hex too, because a lot of them just bought their Hex and just fucked off. and stuff. Like me and RG and a couple other guys, we streamed the whole time to keep the project alive and keep talking about it. And like now, like some of these guys who have bigger wallets, who just, you know, they hadn't leftover money from 2017, 2018, they just, now they're starting to show their faces, and it's like, where the fuck were you guys the entire time, you motherfuckers? Exactly. Like literally, like you just had us dumbasses pump the coin for you. Like, that's how I feel sometimes. I'm like
you did well, man. Like that's that demands respect. I really think that's cool, and I only got back here because I saw the community and saw how strong it was. Also because I was creating my own community, and I knew how hard it was, and I knew how powerful it was as well. And I never saw something in crypto like we have in Hex right now. I never saw so many streamers that really just want to chill and really just want the best for everyone instead of shilling every goddamn thing. It's refreshing, man.
No, definitely. We stream way above our weight class, way above. I mean, like I can't think of any other. I mean, let's go on the shitcoinlist.com. Let's see. Let's go to CoinGecko. All right, shitcoinlist.com.
So what project that you see here has good content?
Good content? Give me 1 second. Let me click back. Ethereum has some good content. There's some good streams and stuff. Look, the Bitcoin and Ethereum actually do have good content. It's just, the thing is like with Bitcoin, you can learn everything in about like 2 seconds. Yeah. Ethereum, there's a lot more complexity, so it's like you can learn quite a lot. Like I'm still learning stuff on Ethereum's network and stuff, but in a way, it's almost like once you learn the baseline stuff of Ethereum, then from there you're almost just what you're learning about all the other L2 scaling solutions and stuff is pretty much the L2 streaming solutions is basically this. It's it almost becomes like, okay, it becomes like almost like you're, okay, I'm getting educated in order to figure out where I'm gonna put my money to see which one wins. Yeah. That's kind of, it's kind of like you're almost taking an educated guess when you're really researching and stuff into stuff. Oh yeah. But so Ethereum itself, like there's like stuff like Bankless. That's a great show to watch and stuff and everything like that. But it's very, like what ends up happening is that you do need a little bit of maximalism. Like it's this fine line between maximalism and just being like cunts, you know, and dumb motherfuckers. Like,
well, you have the same with Hex content, right?
Yeah, for a while, but like it's starting to get like, I don't know. I feel weird about saying this. Like, I don't know. It's just like I've got an opinion. Maybe I'll say it later and stuff. But I have an opinion about it that kind of like I'm a little irked on this whole time, because like I was brought up as a good Christian Hex boy, you know, since through and through. No shit coins, right? You know, I'm shitcoin Moses.
Look at you now.
But in terms of other content, Binance Coin content's trash.
Cardano, they just put stuff out and that's it. Like
that's it. There's nothing, and
it's only just ads, kind of.
Yeah, the best
content, but the idea is ads.
Right. The Tether content's probably the best in crypto right now, I would have to say.
Guys, save USD. It's coming.
Yeah.
Better than Tether. That's going to be the advertisement.
I would say, I would say Dogecoin's content's really fucking funny. Just because you know crypto, it's just really funny. You can only see it on TikTok, and it's usually like this. Like here, I'll give you guys a little preview. I have my wait, let
me. What's going to happen here, man?
Here we go. So, oh shit. See, being a shitcoiner is kind of annoyingly dangerous. All right, so it's like this, right? They have either Apple headphones on, and they're like this. Hey, you guys. This, like, imagine my green screen's behind me and stuff. The price of Dogecoin is at 1 penny right now, which it was good call. They made a lot of money.
That's a good call.
It's like, yeah, that was a good call, but but you guys, the market cap of Dogecoin right now is 8 million. The market cap of Ethereum is this. That means Dogecoin is going to pass Ethereum when we hit this much. Instead of Doge to $1, you guys, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, so also trash, and then you have Cardano. It's trash. XRP, I don't even know why it's there. Does
Yeah.
Polkadot have any content?
Oh yeah, their content's coming out now, but it's just the projects are just launching now. In
All
terms
right.
in terms of like the marketing for like I would say the most well put together content is probably Polkadot, honestly. It means put like the Gavin Wood presents himself very like if you look at like the Bitcoiners just turned a little into like screaming lunatics, like screaming about the Old Testament. Like that's what they fucking are.
I just tweeted Bitcoin is becoming a meme real quick, man. Like
Yeah. It's not
yeah,
good. It's not
just
good.
a
I've said
joke now.
yeah. Ethereum content's still there. There's a lot of good information, but like they get a little weird too. Like if you look at the bankless guys, like they're like like the bankless. I like the bankless dudes, but here's the problem: is that they're like they're Ethereum maximalists, but when you're an Ethereum maximalist, you're a shitcoin maximalist because
Yeah.
you believe in anything that's on Ethereum because that helps the Ethereum out. But
Mhm.
no, like you guys in the chat saying about cults, like, dude, we all look like fucking cultists, like crazy cultists across all of crypto. Like it's just
Don't get me wrong. When Hex is at $1, I'm going to buy some robes and I'm going to present like
yeah,
I'm going to be the Hex
bro.
god.
Hex goes to $1, bro. I can buy the state of Wisconsin cash, cash, homie. Interest payments, bro. Not even principal.
He's just going to use the state of Wisconsin as a safe for his private keys.
Right,
Like,
right.
he's just going to bury it
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah, and like I think it's just because a lot of my like because like don't get mad at you guys in the chat. Don't fight each other right now because it's like these guys all come from like some of them from Hex, some of them from my communities and stuff from the courses and stuff.
Ah,
But
yeah.
it's basically a cryptocurrency does need to be a little cultish. It actually does a bit. You have to have some level of maximalism, but it's a
Yeah.
fine line. It's this whole thing between being a genius and crazy. It's a very very fine line.
Yeah, that's
and
a good one.
you need a certain portion of the population to be very like, hoorah, man, yo, this is America. This is America. We're gonna destroy these goddamn terrorists.
America.
Yeah. Right, strong as fuck. So you need these hoorah, these wag flavors and stuff, to like keep the thing alive. But then as well as it can be too much sometimes, right?
Oh, easy, man. Like
Yeah.
there's so many things that are too much. Like so many things. But just like you have with
Like,
yeah, just name a random sport, right? If you have soccer, or if you have soccer,
I will not call it
is the
football.
best
I will call it
example.
soccer. Soccer, because I shame that sport.
I
Go
like
ahead.
soccer. Yeah, they're suckers. Anyway, you have some really maxis in soccer teams, right? In the supporters, and they fight with each other and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So you always have that kind of stuff, but it creates some kind of some kind of feeling for the coin, right? If
Right.
it's better to have that than to have nothing, and probably if you don't have that, you have nothing.
Right.
Probably, like if you don't have the XRP army, you have nothing.
Yeah.
Like it's bullshit, but it's something. Like it's better than nothing. Like I see internet computer at 10. What is
corporate coin. It basically what they're trying. That is probably the most scariest cryptocurrency that's come out this year. It's
yeah,
very scary. Very, very. It's okay. This is the magical thing. Once you know a lot about crypto, you can FUD people really easy. I can FUD people so easy. Like really, it's scary. So right now, this is the United States' basically way or European. It's kind of a European U.S. sort of thing, way of Okay, fuck. Okay. So Polkadot has a lot of Chinese backing.
Yeah.
In the background through Hong Kong, and there a lot of the projects that are launching on Cardano. I'm sorry, on Kusama and Polkadot at first are going to be essentially like Aave synthetic knockoffs, basically.
Yeah.
But good versions of them, because it's good. You need lending and borrowing.
Well,
like,
if it works.
Yeah, if you can borrow money on there, why not? I mean, it's like a bank, right? You go to like the thousandth first trust bank of San Jose or whatever. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
You go there. But what happens after that? The next projects that they're launching on Polkadot are essentially like identity They're trying to launch like Litany. They're trying to launch identity blockchains where you essentially can get your identity on the blockchain, and then once you have an identity on the blockchain, you can then get a credit score, so then you can start borrowing uncollateralized loans. Doesn't that sound fucking dangerous?
Yeah, I think I heard you talk about it already, like, and I already kind of put the things together where you're going to have that point system of China, and you can basically connect everything to the blockchain, and then you're just basically fucked.
Yeah.
Because the bank, like loans and travel, if you have your vaccination or not, or you, yeah, everything. You can just put everything there, and that's kind of scary, man.
Yeah, it is. It is kind of scary. So that's what we're heading towards. It's basically, I think the United States is sort of using this. So the internet computer is supposed to be a decentralized way to use the internet, but then on top of that, you're supposed to use some sort of identity thing as well to access it. Oh, so isn't that a funny way just to fucking essentially stop anyone from using the fucking internet?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah,
You know what?
basically.
That's what it is. So
So,
they're trying to decentralize the internet with internet computer. That's what it
all right.
is. And well, okay, sure. That actually sounds like a great idea. That'd be cool, right? But then Elon's coming out with Starlink as well, right? But then it's at the same time, it's like, okay, so how do I? What they're trying to do is get identity on this entire thing, and that's what I'm trying to avoid. It's bad,
Yeah.
actually. It's actually kind of bad, because right, as crazy as the system is, like there's this whole thing with like collateralization and everything like that. Right, even though our system, it seems crazy with all this leverage trading and all this crap, right? Everyone's essentially borrowing money with money they have, which is different from the other system. The other system is fractional reserve, and more so they're borrowing money that they don't even have,
Yeah.
but they never had in the first place. So our system is actually more solvent and better every time. That's why the system keeps coming back every time without a bailout, because we don't get bailed out. Our own money pops it up and brings crypto back. Because if you look at it, right, like things like on Aave or Synthetics or on Celsius, right, these are all collateralized loans. That means I have $100 and I borrow $20 or $80.
Yeah.
And if the price wicks, the contract wicks me out. They take the other money, and the loan's paid off. No money was
Yeah. No
destroyed.
one. Yeah. Exactly.
I mean, yeah, you got fucked because you know the prices went down.
Yeah, but there's no debt anymore. Like
Exactly.
It's flat.
The crypto system, as it speaks, is actually almost perfect. Actually, it's
way more sound than what we're doing right now. What we're doing right now is like, it's not sustainable at all.
right.
At some point is, but
like,
yeah.
Loan, like borrowing on crypto is probably
Yeah. We need to be able to borrow with Hex as collateral, like or T-shares as collateral.
Yeah, T-shirt.
I need that.
Yeah, that's one thing I've been saying for like ever.
I need that. So all right. So we get that. We get the identity linked to us, but so there's two things that I'm seeing. Is on one side we get linked to a blockchain, and then we get kind of controlled with a point system or whatever. But you can't have that through all the throughout all the countries in the world, right? And what we're also noticing is that at some point countries are going to have to compete for citizens, for people, right, for more people. So in that way, they need to make it more attractive to be in a country. So that might be a counter thing, a counter aspect to the whole doom scenario. What do you think? Because that's a positive thing, and this is kind of a negative thing. Right. So it's interesting to see how that will play out, because there will always be ways around it. I think like everyone is freaking out, like if we have a point system, it's going to be bad. If the vaccine is going to be mandatory, it's going to be bad. All that stuff, yeah. And that might be true, but there are always different ways of doing things. And
right. I am not for that whole like passport traveling around crap. I mean,
no, me neither.
It's a bunch of trash. It's going away. It's going away as we speak right now. The whole thing. So it's like literally, there's no point to keep pushing that narrative at all. It's going. The numbers are going down as we speak.
Yeah.
We just keep doing what we're doing. We could probably just just keep like slipping along for another 6 months, and it's gone. That's it. So
Yeah, I hope so.
There's no.
Yeah, I don't know. There's always a.
Yeah.
They can just say right now, I don't want this stream to be about this, but they can just say right now, like, oh, there's a new version of it, and there we go again.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not important right now. We'll see.
At some point, there's gonna be a breaking point where people stop giving a fuck. I think.
Oh yeah.
At least here in the States.
I've gone through that breaking point already, and I see it already. A lot of people are just.
I went to. Oh, you want to know how many masks I saw in Vegas? Fucking zero.
Oh yeah, nice.
Zero. Like literally nobody.
I was wondering that, man.
even like in Vegas next month, or actually next month. There's no masks anymore. Mandatory. It's done. It's over. Nobody on the strip was even using. Like there was like a random person here or there using a mask. And that's it.
There are always some people. Yeah. Cool.
Well, that's cool.
So,
if you want to use it. But if you don't, like, everyone doesn't give a fuck.
So what do you think of the market right now? Because I know you are shouting double bubble, and Richard is saying nah. I'm curious to see what makes you believe everything's going to go up, and when do you think that's going to happen?
So I was expecting, honestly, this crash here. I thought it was going to happen maybe 2-3 months from now. That's when I thought this was the first crash, because there's just too much good news in terms of the project. So like Celsius has a bunch of stuff coming out. Polkadot, Kusama are doing their parachain auctions pretty soon. Like Kusama's about to start them like any week now. You have the EIP 1559 with Ethereum, which is very good for all the Ethereum tokens. It's consistently a stream of unbelievably good news. Cardano might actually launch something. Oh my god. Yeah, all the main platforms of cryptocurrencies are launching a major upgrade and major stuff. It's a sort of thing where, like, even if Bitcoin goes down, it's at some point there's going to be an uncorrelation where Bitcoin is just going to go flatlined and everything else is just going to rocket. So the thing is like the market hasn't pumped enough to like at all. Like, look, watch this. $20,000 was the last all-time high for Bitcoin.
Yeah, right now it's 60, so it's just a 3K.
A 3x. That's nowhere in cryptocurrencies is that a bull market top at all.
But you did from the low, it's 20x though.
Right, but if you do the same math on the last low, like $50 to $1,000, or like all right, $50 to $1,000, right? What is that? That's like that's
20k,
20. No, I think it was more. I think it crashed even lower. But it was like a 20-40x, right? Then from there, the next one was it isn't like it started at $1,000 to 20k. No, it started at $100, a couple $100.
All right.
Right. Yeah. So you're right there. You're talking about 60x, 90x. Yeah.
It's dangerous to say now it's different, but the feeling that I have is that now it's like you have so many projects coming out with, like what you said, interesting upgrades. That it doesn't. The way I see the narrative going is that Bitcoin is just going to lose its dominance. Ethereum is going to take over. Like projects are going to have more interesting things from Bitcoin, because once Bitcoin goes away from the number one, everyone that looked at Bitcoin will eventually look at other things like, oh, this is better and this is better, because from then on the narrative is broken that it's better, right? It's a better store of value. If it's not number one anymore, then what else is flawed? And people will look into that. And from then on, it's just going to be decorrelated from Bitcoin. And that I think it's going to be a bit bearish at the beginning, but eventually that's going to take off again. Because then people start to realize, oh, wait, it's not the end of cryptocurrency. It's just Bitcoin is a meme. That's but I'm not sure what happens in like short medium term,
right?
Like I'm not that good at it anyway, so
well, you came to the great Swami. I mean, what do you want to ask of me? I shall tell you.
So what do you think the
Richard thing? I think he might be. I don't know. To me it seems too fucking low. Like he was saying like 10k BTC. That's a tad bit low for me. I don't know, but like, if he's right, he's right. I mean, I'll have cash on the sidelines.
He's been right so far. So
I know. Like, I'm not. That's why I'm not. Like, I'm taking it more serious. If it's somebody else saying, I'd be like, man, fuck out of here with that bullshit. But it's Richard saying it, so I'm like, I was like, man, Richard saying that shit. Like, for real?
He's really saying that shit.
He's really saying that shit. God damn it! Fuck! It's really, man. So basically, like he was saying that we're going to a bear trap, and Bitcoin's actually going to rip up higher, and then we're going to take a dip. And I think he actually might be right on that. Like that.
No, he said it was a bull trap.
Yeah, bull trap.
He said bear trap, but bull
trap.
Oh,
I mean bull trap. Yeah.
55K, and then go down.
I think it's going to be a little bit higher, but it's still going to do the same thing. Like,
yeah.
I think I was thinking maybe like 70-ish thousand, then down, because this falls in line to what I've been saying. So I think Bitcoin's going to go a little sideways, and you're going to see Ethereum and all these altcoins. We're going to have like a little altcoin rip right now for the next month and a half. After that, after that, then we're going to get it all culminates with Ethereum. Ethereum's going to crash the market down at that point, because Ethereum's going to rip up, Bitcoin's going to start surging up in price to not get passed up by Ethereum, and then at some point Ethereum's gas fees get so terrible because of the EIP 5059 upgrade, which I'll go into that in a minute.
Wait, fees get even worse for that?
Oh yes, sir. They get.
Nah.
Yes.
Nah. Dude, fucking nah.
$2,000, $4,000 gas fees coming up. Coming to a theater near you. Yeah.
Oh, that's so bad. Pulsechain, please.
Yeah, it's coming.
Wait, that's the perfect narrative for Pulsechain.
Oh yeah, it's really good because so okay, watch. Okay, let me put this into a timeline. Okay, so
there DC goes, guys.
Yeah, here we go.
I triggered him. Nice. Let's go.
So optimistic rollups should be starting to roll out on layer 2 like within a couple days. So that'll take a while for that money to trickle into there. Once there, you're going to see this whole narrative push of like, get on L2, and over the next month or so, a lot of people are going to start jumping up to L2, just like they jumped onto Matic. The same thing. And what's gonna happen is that's actually going to put a cap on a lot of the transactions, because the transactions are going to hop over into L2 optimism. So that's going to start lowering the gas. We're going to have a nice little 1 month, 2 month time of like the gas fees being pretty low on Ethereum. Yeah. Yes. EIP is still in proof of work, but wait. Yeah, it's a hybrid system. So I haven't gotten that far. You're jumping the gun. I haven't gone that far into the thing.
Yeah. Wait. Let the galaxy brain go. Okay, go on.
Okay. So once optimistic rollups come out on L2, right? What's going to happen is that's going to lower the gas fees down. Everyone's going to say Ethereum's like rocking. Then EIP 5059 starts coming out. When that comes out, basically 70% of the Ethereum that's charged as so the gas isn't going nowhere. So let's just say you pay $100 of gas fees right now for a swap on Uniswap. $70 of it will be burned.
Yeah,
will be burned.
Is it 70%?
70%, yes.
Damn.
Yeah, I didn't know it was that high. I can actually show you guys as well. Oh, look who came in, Motley.
When is it coming?
July 14th.
That's already set. Hard date.
Hard date, July 14th.
All right.
Hard date. Yeah, and I've known that
your ETH before July 14th.
Get ETH. Now. I mean, that's why I put that post. Buy some Ethereum now while it's cheap. You guys, so you could just get emergency end stake if you're in Hex, or 2, so you guys can sell something, because it's going to be expensive as fuck to like use Uniswap. Hey, let me throw this guy up on the screen.
So
what's up, guys? Let me not dox myself. Someone check this man's math real quick. I can't check. I heard you were good. You were like the rug doctor, but I don't know about mathematician.
What math?
Your Ethereum math.
Yeah, I can prove it. I've got stuff.
I know. I saw your Excel spreadsheet. I saw it.
So you're just busting my balls right now. That's what you're doing?
Yeah, you got it.
You just interrupted the galaxy brain going over a whole narrative. And
no, keep going. I'm just
the chat is not going to be taking that lightly.
The chat will be okay. better than being rugged by an hour.
No, well, there's a good reason for it, but I won't go into it.
That's fine.
But okay, so with all that stuff happening, right? When the EIP 5059 launches, people are just miscalculating how high the price of Ethereum was going to go. So what's going to happen is a lot of people are going to start buying Ethereum because of like, wow, it's getting burned. Wow, the interest payments. Wow, because when EIP launches, you can start actually withdrawing from the pool. So it's like the second stage to like phase 0. So you'll be able to actually now, if you deposit your Ethereum, you'll be able to take it out of the pool as well. Which starts this whole other side of these other tokens like Rocket Pool and Lido that can start pumping like crazy because of this narrative and stuff. And then there's this whole other narrative and stuff in terms of like staked ETH being more valuable than regular ETH.
Doesn't Rocket Pool allow people to pool their ETH together if they don't have 32 ETH to stake?
Yeah, it's really cool feature. Yeah, so you can either host a pool for 16 ETH, or you and your buddies can just get joined up together and make your own pool. So
I thought it was 32.
No, the way Rocket Pool does is all the pools that they do, they take 50% partnership with you.
All right.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, if you do
that's
it
a
through them.
fee.
Yeah.
No, it's because they're putting up half the money too in the pool to start it up.
Yeah, you're just basically sharing the thing.
You're sharing the revenue.
I'd rather do like a full pool of 32, and they get like a small percentage than put up any money, because they can pull 32 ETH, right? Like, it's not hard.
Yeah. Well, it's going to get hard eventually, because we're saying 32 ETH of current price. I know you're balling out here, with all that money you got, but like 32 ETH is $80,000. We get a 4x on this price, dude. That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. So right now it's like actually like, wow, it's amazing, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like, so even now,
Rocket Pool's gonna be making bank off that model. Oh my god.
Do you know who's going to make bank as well? Hexagons.
Yes, sir.
True.
So, all right. So let's finish that narrative so we can talk further, because that's what happened. So then you were talking about the gas. So 70% is going to be burned.
Right.
And then what makes the price go up that much? Like the
narrative. It's like, we're deflationary. We're deflationary. We're deflationary.
No, I mean for Ethereum, but the gas fees. Like, why are they going to be thousands?
Okay, so let me go back to the block reward thing. So that's 70% with like normal transactions as they are now. When the blocks are full, when the GUI shoots up like crazy, that means the blocks are really, really full. The fee goes to almost 100% burned.
Oh, that's dynamic.
Yeah, so it moves. So it almost goes to about 100% burned. And what happens at that point is that the miners are not generating any income. So what they had to put an incentive model to like. So what if it goes to 100% burn? Why would the miners do anything? Like, you're spending electricity on no reward. So they instated a tipping system. So there's a tipping auction that's going to happen that goes to the highest bidder. So what's going to happen is we as consumers are still paying the full gas fee for the block reward to whatever the hell to pay that, and then that gets burned away. Then from there, it goes into a bartering system like it is right now, where like the highest bidder gets to bid up the price. Except now it's like, no, you get charged the entire gas fee, and then on top of that, now you get to pay another gas fee.
Nah, man.
Yes. So it can go even higher than you can believe. So what's going to happen is we're going to start bidding for the highest bidder, and then the guy who wins it, that miner or that gets paid.
Well, we already got a small taste of that. We saw how well that worked out.
Yeah.
So this is basically how to mess up your top performing crypto 101.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah. So people are going to get stuck.
How did they determine the rate of token burning?
Well, they have it at a set rate. They have it at a set rate, but then during peak congestion or whatever, they have it go almost to almost go up to 100 and stuff. It's pretty insane. So originally, because I was saying the wrong math originally, because off of what I was reading, it was 15% of the block reward.
So
which seemed reasonable. I was like, oh yeah, 15%. That's not that bad. But
70%.
70%. That's about 3.6 million Ethereum getting burned per year.
So what you're going to have, so your transactions are going to be really expensive, but price is going to skyrocket, basically.
gas fees are going to skyrocket, and then eventually that'll
also price of Ethereum because supply goes low, right?
Right. So it essentially has 3 happenings in one day, effectively.
and no one can use Ethereum pretty much.
Yeah,
So
that's the weird thing, but the narrative is already there, so people will buy it just for speculation.
Ultrasound money, all this jazz, like basically from like what I've been able to kind of like put together, about middle of next year, Ethereum should be like low 100,000. Like the total supply should be like 98 million to about 105 million in total circulating supply. It's at 115 million right now. So that's you have an evaporation of about 20% of the total circulating supply, and they can just keep letting it go. That's the crazy part. So if the blocks stay kind of foolish and stuff, or stay and they keep it up, it could even go like it can start burning pretty insane. So it's here. I'll pull up some of the numbers and stuff.
So what are you thinking for the price of Ethereum then?
Oh, this year? Oh, like 8 to 12 grand. 8 to 12 grand.
If the flippening occurs, then it's just fucking
you got the flippening and then also the gas burn, the fee burning.
The fee burning, but it's not going to last for long. We like you'll Ethereum will pass Bitcoin for like anywhere from a day to a week, and then go down violently down, because eventually the gas fees will get so insane. Because then, here's the thing: this is going to be one of the first times that a lot of the maxis have a test of their faith. Because people are asking the Bitcoiners are going to be like, "Fuck, this shit flipped." And what's going to happen is you have Bitcoiners move cold storage wallets for the first time.
Yep.
Sell Bitcoin into ETH.
And then ETH is going down.
And then they'll flip back for more Bitcoin though too.
Right, like me.
Yep. That's how the easy way to increase your Bitcoin stack. Correct,
because right now you can purchase one Ethereum purchases you about roughly 6 to 7% of a Bitcoin during the flippening. What that means just parity of market cap. One Ethereum will purchase you about 14 to 16% of a Bitcoin. So you can imagine like that's a lot of. And usually when you have a sort of blow off top, it can go a little higher.
Yeah.
So you might even be able to pick up like, I think the top of the pair will be like 20% of a Bitcoin for one Ethereum.
Whoa.
Which is a lot. So 5 ETH will get you a full Bitcoin. So that's a lot of BTC you'll be able to get. And then eventually what's going to happen is then Ethereum goes like the fees get so bad that people are just like, man, fuck this, sell.
Yeah. And when Ethereum tanks, it's going to tank hard. So hard.
Like when you say hard, what are you thinking?
60-70% correction down.
Yeah.
So if it's 12, let's just say it tops at 12,000 for a wick. $12,000 for a wick or something, or 14,000. That's kind of thinking 12 to 14,000 wick on the price. But no one's going to be able to buy or sell it. Good luck. Like, like it's the
failed transactions everywhere.
I can already tell people get your ERC20s off of Binance because they will have network congestion all day long every day.
There's a reason I was on
exchanges.
That's why on Twitter I was telling people get at least 2 Ethereum. That 2 Ethereum is for your unstakes, but that's there also for your gas fees. With 2 Ethereum, you will be able to pay to sell. You will have the money because it's all calculated in Gwei, except the price. So the gas fee will say, I paid $4,000, but the gas fee is only going to be twice. So the most I've ever paid in a gas fee was like 5% of an Ethereum. 5% of Ethereum, right?
If the flippening occurs this year, this is a way for a lot of people that missed their chance to own Bitcoin. This is a much easier, affordable way.
Why would you want to own Bitcoin though?
It's still the narrative, unfortunately.
Yeah, but just for status then, because it won't do a lot of good things in long term, right?
Yeah. So there's some. Man, we can get into it. Like,
imagine if you can convert a couple of Bitcoin.
I got time
right now.
Okay. Hey, let me leave the stream. Just give me 1 second.
So imagine just turning like 3 or 4 of your Ethereum right now into Bitcoin. Like you would still do it, right?
No. Why would I want Bitcoin? I don't get why I would. Like I only would like to have it just so that I can go back into ETH after that again. So if for a flip, I would do it.
Yeah, exactly. So it comes down to this at the end of the day, right? Like it's just making money. It's just moves that we see coming down the market. and it's just position. It's just moving money around to make your
I get that, but like,
money.
why would I want to have Bitcoin then instead of Hex?
Because after Ethereum goes and flips Bitcoin for that short period of time, you're gonna get a lot more.
Yeah,
of your
okay.
money
So you would only buy it for the flip.
Bitcoin runs up. Yes, exactly. And then you can sell it for whatever you want. If you can go back into Hex, you can go whatever. And guess what? You're gonna increase your stack by multiples. Like it's an easy. It's an easier way to it's predictable market moves if the flippening occurs, and it's an easy way to increase your stack. That's all it is.
That's definitely true.
Just by moving stuff around.
Man, it's gonna be fun to see this market stress out. Like I have my share, I got my T-shares, I got my shit. It's going to be copied. I've not a lot of people notice, but I set a goal to have a certain amount of T-shares at the beginning, and I was only able to get half of that, and all of a sudden it hit me. It was like, I reached my goal because everything is going to be copied. So I'm golden, man. Like I got my goal set, and I reached it after the snapshot. It's gonna be fun, man. Like
you might have even got an extra third of your T-shares as well, in addition to the doubling stack, because if Ethereum 2.0 ends up being contentious and it becomes a hard fork, your Ethereum Hex is going to get forked again.
Yeah, like I understand. I understand that, but I don't calculate that in because I already like we'll see, man. We'll see how that goes.
It'd be a nice bonus.
Yeah, it would be fun though.
Yeah, why not?
So,
free money purse.
Yeah, and so when do you think the flippening will occur? Like when is that going to happen? You think it will be before snapshot of Pulse?
We don't know when the snapshot of Pulse is going to be, so that you can't really line it up with that. I know DC was talking earlier. What were we saying, DC? August was your if it happens, that's what you were aiming for. Yep. Oh, he doesn't have his stuff on. Sorry, I didn't see.
No, but
yeah, August. And I know I was thinking a little bit later, Q1, but I don't know. I've seen the market progress. I can kind of see more of what DC was getting at with the flippening occurring so early on, but it's just going to be much more violent.
Yeah.
It's going to be a drastic run up. I think pretty much going to be ignited by EIP 1559.
Yeah.
Through the month of July into August, and if Bitcoin is still not maintain that support, then we get that violent flippening.
Yeah. So probably what's going to happen is you're going to have Pulsechain snapshot before all this happens, because Richard said 45 days, and he also said that if he messes around for too long before sacrifice phase, the sacrifice phase has to be shorter because snapshot can happen already. So he said something like that.
Yeah.
So you would have that, and then what you could do is you have the snapshot. What I'm going to do for snapshot is just get as much Hex as possible. Like with all the money that I have. I did that with Hex as well with the Bitcoin claim. I just put in all my money that I had in the bank. I just put it in Bitcoin. And then after snapshot, I sold the Bitcoin for euros again, which was stupid hindsight, but it's safe. So I'm going to do that again because it's an easy way to increase the amount of money that you have, which is going to be fun for the Hex price as well.
Just to answer something, ETH will not retain the first place prize for first place. No,
not the first time.
But more than a day. It might be a full day or to a week. That's the shit that's going to hurt the Bitcoin.
That's gonna every day is gonna hurt them.
It's going to shake them. Like this is
can't wait.
This is really happening.
Yeah, because Ethereum actually did pass Bitcoin for a little bit, for a tiny bit.
No way, really?
Yeah, Ethereum passed in 2017 in full supply, not circulating supply, but total, like if all the coins were out at the time. This is before
that. Yeah.
There was a hard cap. Supply. Yeah, there was a lower supply. So if it was fully diluted, fully diluted market cap, Bitcoin, Ethereum passed Bitcoin. But people are like, that was a fluke, and fully diluted.
It shows you.
I can remember hearing something about
how market cap's not important, really, when it comes down to it.
Man. It's not. I was amazed how that is actually a narrative. Like it's just, what is it? Supply times price, right?
Yep.
Supply. Yep.
That's it. Yeah. All right. I'm okay with that narrative because Hex is playing into it, and Pulse is also playing into it. It's fine.
So, depending on how you play, you'll get either a ton of ETH or a ton of Bitcoin out of it, and then from there you can just play around in this ecosystem. But it's going after this crash that happens for Ethereum, people then will really think, like, at that point everyone's gonna think it's really over at that point, which I think.
And then you think there's a bear market?
Sort of a mini-ish. I think either quarter one or late into quarter four, we're gonna get ETF confirmation on BTC, and that'll take us right back up. I think that's what reinflates this entire thing after that.
Do you think we also just see once the flipping occurs, after the violent flipping with Ethereum, and then everyone goes back into Bitcoin? Do you think that's when we start rocketing it up to new all-time highs and potentially going over the six figures for Bitcoin?
Yeah, well, after that's later in the year. Like, I think what I was trying to say with the Ethereum is that Ethereum's gonna fucking underperform. Like, after that, for the rest of the year, it's gonna be kind of shit.
It's gonna hurt.
The narrative's gonna be bad. Like, everyone's gonna be making fun of Ethereum. Ethereum's dog shit. Fuck this shit. No way. That's when the narrative with these ETH killers actually have a narrative. That actually
I mean, it's like that now. We're gonna get what we're getting now, just even more heightened. Right now, we have stuff down the road to look forward to with EIP 1559, but once that narrative is gone, if the flipping occurs, then they pretty much have nothing.
Right, but then it becomes this whole thing where Ethereum's going to underperform. Like, we're going to own a ton of Ethereum. If you do own a lot of it, after, like, if you flip the big TC, then Ethereum takes a shit, then you buy your Ethereum back. You're going to have basically double your ETH bag, maybe more. And what's going to happen is, at that point, it's going to fucking underperform compared to everything else. So you're going to be like, fuck, this is so lame. And, like, everything else is pumping. Solana's doing amazing. Pulse is doing good. Cardano's doing something. It's just like stuff like that. And Polkadot are doing their things.
All these new chains.
All these chains, it's all going to be chain gangs. And then sometime next year, Ethereum starts coming back. So it's this whole thing where, like, it's gonna overperform and do its hype cycle nowish, and then it's gonna look like shit for about like 4 months, 5 months for ETH, and then it's gonna be counterintuitive to go back to ETH, because at that point, L2's actually got a lot of money now. Now it's actually good. Now the thing with Ethereum, boys, is they do work. A lot of these other chains, like, I don't know if they're really working. If I'm being for real, like, they're like these guys have been around for long enough to, like, actually put the work in. So we'll just have to see, but that's kind of that's my my soothsayer prediction of what I think is going to happen this year. I do expect that crash that what's Richard saying. I just think it's going to play out a little bit longer and differently, but it's still the same thing. It still ends up being the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. We still crash.
The crash is inevitable. Sell now, guys. Sell now.
That's why it's so important to position yourself well now, as opposed to trying to game plan as this stuff's going on. It's a mess.
Right. Yeah, man, for sure. It's going to be interesting. So what do you think Hex will do with all this weird narrative?
The Pulse stuff and everything?
Yeah, just Hex in general, and then combined with Pulse.
If I'm being honest, this is my honest opinion right here, and, like, this may not be the most flattering thing.
I'm okay.
Hex is going to overperform these next couple months with the Pulse chain, and then it's going to do dog shit for the rest of the year. So it's going to flatline. Yeah, it's going to flatline. All the interest is going to be over there in Pulse and the Pulse side.
Maybe Hex on Ethereum. I think Pulse chain Hex will still do very well.
Yes, what do you think?
Yes, yeah, you're right about that. Yeah, so it's because the new, all right. So it's like we have this is our old girlfriend. She's gotten a little fatter. Like, she gave us.
You're talking about Ethereum Hex.
Ethereum Hex is going to do fantastic. We're going to see all-time highs, I think, with certain dates during that time, and then after that, the interest is going to go into the Pulse side once that launches, and we can play around in that ecosystem.
Yeah.
That's
like Hex in general. So Hex Pulse is still Hex. So I'm talking about, like, how those are going to relate, but also just price in general. Like,
I mean, I think Hex is going to secure the top 3 cryptocurrency spot right at the launch of Sacrifice phase. I think we're going to get a run up to about 8 to 10 cents pre-launch, during launch, and then it can go anywhere from 20 to 30 cents by the end of the sacrifice phase.
So right now we're 8. If we go,
I can pull it up if you guys want.
Yeah, 10 cents puts it at number 3.
Yep, comfortably.
Yeah, so we're there. That's definitely yeah. So let's go.
Oh, that's the I see 10 cents.
And then think of this, right? Gates start when you're the top 3 cryptocurrency. I don't give a fuck who you're being gate kept by. Like, people are gonna start talking about you. And then the pulse chain narrative and gates just start coming down. More eyeballs, more comers during the sacrifice phase, and Hex could just do stupid shit over that 1 month sacrifice period.
The gates are going down, you guys. The gates are divorced. Yeah. Bill Gates is doing all this terrible things. And
fuck that guy.
Bill Gates is divorcing his last name.
Gates are going down.
So say you have 10 cents, and then you get number 3, and then people are going to get crazy.
Right.
And then you get to like 50 cents or something. Yeah. That would put you above Ethereum right now.
Yep.
That's what I'm kind of thinking, more around the 20, 30 cents throughout the sacrifice phase. Could be wrong, though. Could end up being higher.
Let me think.
I'm not, I'm not seeing 50 to $1 anytime soon. I think like 30 or something would be
top of the band, at least from what I've seen from charts that I will not speak of, is about 20 to 25 cents. That's the top of the band.
Would that be the golden chart by chance?
No, it's not. No.
No, you can speak the name, just don't reveal it. That's all.
Okay.
Well, he just revealed it, and you said the names.
Yeah, I know.
Idiot.
There's going to be like 2 top events. Yeah, it's like it's like we're going to get 3 tops really soon on Hex. Like, we're going to hit like something like an 8 to 12 cent top on Hex short term, super short term. Then probably at the end of sacrifice phase, we're going to get probably 25 cents, and then maybe the snapshot or something later on. Depends. So Richard will cook something up. Or
it wouldn't make sense for it not to pump before snapshot.
Yeah. Of course, it's going to have to. Yeah, it's going to. Okay. Yeah.
Real quick, guys, I'm out. I got to go do an interview real quick, but I'll hit you guys up later.
See you later, man.
I'll be listening in the background.
All right.
He's listening to us in the background during his interview.
Yeah.
Don't listen to Motley. Motley sucks.
Yeah. Motley's running the government.
He's an insider. Yeah, so that's going to be interesting. And now what you're saying about Ethereum is that there will be the perfect narrative for Pulse.
Correct.
And that's what I'm telling people. Like, I don't know what Pulse is going to do, but I'm not missing out. Like, I'm going to go in just for narratives like this, just for the chance of picking up on those insane increases, because the increase in price will be insane from the beginning. Then, like, if you get in later, you're already missing giant amount of X.
Yeah,
just like Hex.
I've got a bit of a roadmap in terms of where I think price pumps are going to be for Hex and stuff, but I'll save that for the course.
Get his course, good people.
Yeah. It's comes out June 10th, you guys, the crypto mindset course. So you guys, something, I've been getting a lot of Hexicans coming to the courses now, especially even hitting me up in DMs for private consultations, because basically they've now come into some real wealth now with these current, and now they want to make sure, and like, I think a lot of the guys outside of the Hex got caught with their pants down with not having stables or not having a couple of other stuff, and it is always smart too, because at some point, like, I love Hex, but at some point it will calm down for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then you want other stuff working, and then you can buy Hex with that, because that's what I did.
Yeah,
like I had my Celsius bags, and I had all my other crypto shit coins and stuff that went up a lot, and then with that money I bought a ton of Hex and I staked it. Yeah. A lot of other Hexicans weren't in that position because they were just all in on Hex, which is totally fine. But once you blow your dry powder, you really only have so much money you can work, in your real life to.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's definitely true. It's something to say for that. Yeah, I'm. Then again, it also depends on your. Nice. Yeah, it also depends on your situation. What do you want to do? Because I like to do things in the real world. And then not think about crypto that much. Like, nowadays I'm thinking about it more because these streams and all this, but I used to just buy Hex, and then I'm doing my own thing, like building the business and all that. And but you're definitely right. So get more money outside of Hex in whatever way. That's basically the idea. Whether that's crypto or your business or whatever, you want more dry powder over time. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's this next. Let me. Oh, someone posted it. Cool. I'm just showing.
What?
I'm showing the link everywhere.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, just
get his course. Otherwise, we're not friends anymore.
That's right. No,
that's
good
marketing.
I still be your friend.
No. Yeah, you're giving no.
But no,
not gonna happen.
If you don't want to be poor, get the course. That's all I'm saying.
Oof.
Because like I honestly this is something that I've been refraining from saying about the whole Pulse thing. Is I think most Hexicans are fucking very, 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 very woefully unprepared for all the shitcoinery that they're getting into. They're not. They're like the Hex community are virgin lambs.
Oh.
good earnest people that stayed away from the shitcoinery, if just stuck to their farming and stuck to their, I just buy Hex and I stake it and then I just live over here on the farm with Ma. That's their lifestyle. And now they're like we're building this fucking Indian casino next door. Farmer John, Farmer Markable is gonna Farmer Miguel's about to get fucking wrecked if we're not safe. If we're not careful.
Oh yeah.
Now.
So what do you think is gonna happen with Pulse?
Number go up, but number go up for some people a lot.
Yeah.
So if you don't want to get totally rinsed, keep your coins. Keep all your coins you get. Don't try to if you don't know what you're doing, because I know a lot of the guys in this chat, especially the guys from the Hex community that have only been in Hex basically. Don't fucking trade your wealth away. Right now it's like right now we're in the Louisiana Purchase, and now we're fucking coming into the land, and the land's like for 10 cents or a penny an acre. You're buying you're buying your land cheap right now. Don't fucking sell it away.
Don't fuck it up. Yeah.
Don't fuck it up. I mean, basically, yeah. Like, if there's 1.5 trillion tokens and stuff, depending on how much money you put up, I mean, everyone's going to have anywhere from probably like 100 million to a billion. That's going to be the average bag size, I think, of Pulse. If I had to guesstimate, right? So
it won't be thousands. It doesn't make sense.
No. It'd be hundreds of millions. Yeah. So it's like so. 100 million to a billion is a billion. Once you have a billion, you have a pretty decent bag. And 10 billion is where you're a big player at that point in Pulse. Because then you're a Motley sell a house level. Yeah, I'm throwing in heavy. I'm telling you guys, I'm throwing in heavy. I'm not throwing heavy, but I'm willing to risk that capital and stuff because I believe. But call me crazy.
It also depends on your stack. In general, right?
Right.
But it doesn't really matter.
But it doesn't really matter.
Big is different for everyone.
I know guys that only had $2,000 of Hex like a month ago, and that's all they could afford. Now they have 8 Gs, 19 Gs, 20 Gs. Now I've showed them strategies of how to put that into the stuff, and they're essentially going to get a free bag of their Pulse copy of their Hex stakes. They're going to still have their Hex, and then they're going to have a bunch of Pulse as well. And with the fluctuations, they'll be able to actually get back their whole Hex bag, liquid Hex bag as well. Because there's gonna be volatility in the space. It's pretty insane.
People can learn that in the course. Or no?
Yeah. Well, I'll teach people how to do it. I'll teach how people do it in the course.
Get this course.
Yeah. I've taught people already with private consults basically what to do already. But most of the things just paying attention.
Yeah.
Paying attention because at some point Hex goes down 80%. Remember that it happens every time 70 to 80% on Hex all the time but that's actually wonderful for people that can take advantage. If you take some profit somewhere at the top, you don't have to sell the top. Let's just say Hex tops out at 12 cents, you sell at 8 cents and it crashes 70%. That's fine. You just doubled your bag.
That's great.
Yeah. What the fuck that's what I'm saying.
It just hurts a little bit until you get to 12 and then you're just hoping drop.
Yeah, you're it just launches to 50. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the sort of stuff that goes on with that. But building a casino on holy ground.
So that was what I was thinking. Bound to happen, yeah. So what I was thinking is to get into Pulse,
Right.
and then like people were talking about, yeah, I'm going to get this right away to get that pump, right? And like everyone was talking about doing all kinds of degen things, and I was just thinking, well, I'm just gonna hold. Like, I don't know. I play this game to get as little stress as possible.
That's smart, actually.
I don't really care about. Look, I care about multiplying my money, and I care about getting access, but like, I don't care that much that I have to stress about it. Like, if I can get a 10x without stress, I pass for like a 20x or whatever. Like, it's cool, but I don't, like, my personal life doesn't need that much money anyways, and my goals of what I want to do. Like, I just want a piece of land. I want to actually become the farmer Mark. Like, I just want to have a piece of land and a piece of like a house, and just live there and be the yeah, I just want to sit there. Basically.
So I'm gonna go full fucking like wait, hold up. I'm going to go full like fuck, this is gonna sound bad.
Go for it, man. This is the stream to do it. I've been waiting for this.
Okay. I feel bad. I can't even say it.
Say it.
Okay. All right.
Say it.
All right. So, are you actually Viking? Like,
yes.
Are you like what? Yeah. Okay. All right. So that's like that's a race, but like,
yeah, I'm Viking.
Are you Conqueror? So it's that. So
are you barbarian?
So I don't get, but I don't get it. Why are you gonna buy land and all that? So just take it from somebody. Like, that's why I don't understand.
Maybe from the French.
Yeah, those fucking stinky French. Those are cheese.
Except for Steph. Like, Steph is cool French.
Yeah.
But that's kind of it. I'm going to buy it. I'm not going to take it. I'm a civilized Viking. Wait, you were going to say something. What are you going to do?
With what? With all this money?
Yeah, you were going to say something. I'm not going to get you. You're not. What did you want to say?
It was this whole complex joke between being a Mexican and being a Viking. I don't know. It was some stupid shit. It just left my brain because I kept. But yeah, like, I don't know. I'm just gonna have my properties here and there all over the states, basically, and just play around. I'm just gonna be playing. I'm gonna be having fun. But like,
Chad, that was not what he was about to say. He wanted to say something way, way better. Look at you being all civil all of a sudden. Come on.
Yeah, I was thinking about buying a casino.
Start the Citadel. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Citadel. Yeah.
Citadel.
But anyway, yeah, I like no stress, and I know what stress is like from 2017.
Right.
And I also know my decisions are way better if I don't have stress. And I just joke around. I'm also okay with people making more money than I am. I don't care. As long as I just make the amount of money that I need and a bit more just for fun.
Yeah.
Then I'm completely fine. And I see that happening in Hex, and I see that happening with Pulse. And yeah, what do I need more, right? Because of you, I bought some Cell just for fun. But yeah.
Won't be disappointed with that one, bro.
No, I don't think so.
That's a Sith and the Jedi. If honestly, if I could have just like only bought those 2 coins, man, would I be streaming? Would I be streaming? Like, I don't even know. Like,
but if you bought Cell and Hex, or
only like all my economic mass just went into 2 tokens.
Oh yeah,
full cycle. Shit, would I even be on stream? I don't even know. I've
been thinking about that. Like, if Hex hits $1, what kind of streams are you going to see? Like, is everyone just going to go away?
No, I'm not. I have plans.
I'm not either. I'm just going to mess around here. But
yeah, I'm just kind of messing around with everybody. I love crypto too much. I'm gonna be here for over a decade plus and stuff. Basically, up until the point where crypto kind of hits like a saturation point in terms of like, it just
it's gonna take about 10 years more. I think.
Yeah.
Or 2030 or something.
Yeah, we're gonna hit an impulsive. Yeah, on this entire thing. I think I did a stream. Was it last night or when was it?
Yeah, you were talking about this.
Yeah, I was talking about this
with look into crypto, I think.
Yeah, Charlie and stuff.
Yeah,
with
wasn't Cultivate Crypto, I think.
Yeah, Cultivate Crypto and stuff. So I was like, I was doing this whole thing with basically saying how this whole thing's gonna kind of. I'm sorry, I haven't had coffee today. That's kind of why I think I'm stumped. Yeah, my name's Miguel. What's going on?
He just woke up, so
yeah. Hey. But yeah, so basically, like I've got sort of a like I'm pretty good at making these narratives and also sort of figuring out like really likely scenarios, like for the courses and stuff that I'm doing, right? I typically give like 1 or 2 scenarios, the most likely one. It's usually one of the 2. But the reason I say both of them and I go into real detail, like I just did, like you saw how I went into, I can go into, like I could literally tell you like what I think the price is going to do and exactly why the events are going to happen and at what points and then at what time zones, roughly, really close to the time, and lay it all out. Because what I'm doing essentially is I'm drawing the map for you, but then what I'm really trying to do is get you to go into like essentially virtual scenarios in your brain in order for you to fucking process information, so it's not the first time you see it, so you're not reactionary. So when it happens, you're like, oh, I've heard, like I've gotten debriefed about this. So it's like, imagine like, you know, the train's coming. A lot of people don't know the train's coming, but you're like, oh, I know the train's coming. So you can play the game where you get the fuck off the tracks, or you can play a game of chicken with it. But with the much more, like, still a stupid thing to stay in front of the tracks, but like it's that whole thing, because if you know stuff is going to happen, it won't completely sideswipe you, so you've got more reaction speed when the event happens, which allows you to make a ton more profit.
That's for sure.
That's what I'm trying to do with people and stuff, because it's like, obviously things can change, right? We can get black swan events, but if I'm able to give people the correct scenarios close to what's going to happen, then you're able to piece together the scenarios I put together, and then essentially give yourself a better outcome if you didn't know any of it at all, because people don't even know any of it's going to happen.
It's important.
They get sideswiped by all of it.
And then you're going to make horrible decisions. Like, you have no idea what's going on, and it's kind of like what I think what a lot of Bitcoin people are going to experience. Like, they have no idea what's going on, and a lot of people in general, because I saw the stream that Richard had with Cash Daddies, that podcast, and nothing against them. Like, I praise them for learning about this stuff, but they kind of represented, in my eyes, the more of the broad general public in crypto right now, and a lot of things they just couldn't understand yet. And like, it's the first time they hear certain concepts, and if you're learning about that right now, it's already better than most people that just close their eyes. But better get on with learning that stuff, because shit's gonna get hard if you don't understand what's happening in especially the broad general way, right? Because if you know the broad picture of narratives and scenarios, then you'll be fine anyways. Like, even maybe you'll make a wrong mistake by holding for way too long, and now you're trapped in a bear market, but you know what's gonna happen, so you're not going to sell a low because you know a narrative, right? So I'm mostly in like the broad picture, because again, I just want to chill out, and then you have a way more details on what's actually gonna happen and how and all that stuff. So I listen to a lot of your streams, man. I'm interested in those narratives. And again, a lot of this the quality of streams that I watch now is way higher than at the beginning. Like, if I was thinking that a lot of crypto content was good and people made some good calls and all that, until I really found more of the higher quality streams, and I was like, oh man, if you look back at the stuff that I was watching, it doesn't make any sense. It's one giant ad for one shitcoin to another, and then
right,
and then there's just some narrative duct tape on it. It's almost like you would be back in high school making some kind of sculpture and the I don't know what the class is called in English, but you're just making stuff with your hands, right? And then like arts and all that stuff, and then you're making something, but it had to be it had to be meaningful. So once you've made it, you just stick some narrative on it, and then you get a good grade or whatever. It's kind of the same with all the content in crypto. You're just shilling something with a narrative that's just duct taped on it, and it's all just a disguise to make more money. It's kind of sad, man.
Yeah.
It's like people trying to make more money doing a lot of work instead of making more money doing smarter work. Like,
right,
they just try to get pennies where they could also just hang out and earn way more money.
Yeah, I mean, it's just it's marketing too. I mean, the thing is like the people, these businesses that live on top of cryptocurrencies in the financial market are pretty much just based pretty much on volume. So they need you. Like, how can they extract? You've seen that whole thing is like,
yeah, it's fucking sad, man.
Yeah, it's like, but
that's get a better business model, man.
Right. The reason they try to make houses into a speculative instrument is so the real estate agents and the real estate companies can take 6 to 8% of the of the money. I mean, of the house's fee for a house they never paid nothing for.
Yeah, it's insane, but that's where we're going, where we just do things to earn more money, and it doesn't do anything. Like we're just doing stuff, and I get really annoyed by that.
I know, but I mean, it does do cool stuff. I mean, here's
some of it, but
yeah,
80% of it is just bullshit, man.
But I mean, but if you understand like why I mean, for men and stuff, I mean, this is like more of a red pill, because like I came from the red pill community and stuff when it came to like all this stuff. So I look at the world both in a financial sense as well as like a sexual marketplace sort of sense, in terms of like what the whole market, the whole thing's going down. The reason that men do anything, because like men pretty much build society, right? Women make society through having kids and all that stuff, but men actually build society in terms of like all the infrastructure, the tools, like what we're speaking on this. I mean, this technology was made by somebody called like Alex Mashinsky, which is the guy who made Celsius.
Yep.
What the fuck? Someone came in the chat and they just left.
Welcome. Goodbye.
Goodbye. It was look into crypto. So yeah, so it's this whole thing where like the reason we do stuff is because we're just trying to do stuff to be important in society. Like it's this whole thing of like, you know, the Citadel. You heard of that whole meme with the Citadel?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
good meme.
That's a good meme. Well, that's essentially just a financial hierarchy.
Yeah.
That's all that is. It's hierarchy. So what we need to do for you to have a good life, you just need to be. And Richard said this before too, as well. It's said by a lot of people. He just put it together really well. Is basically you're going to do very well if you just you're in multiple you're in a bunch of hierarchies. The top of that bunch of like 1% of this hierarchy and this hierarchy. If you're in the 1% of a lot of hierarchies, or the top of the heap of the hierarchy, you're living a very good life.
Yeah.
And very high. Yeah. So it's this kind of crazy sort of thing where like, you know, if you're really high on the financial hierarchy, if you're like, it's a sort of thing, if you're a 1%er, or like actually the tippy top, or like you're worth like 10 million plus, especially at a young age, all the other hierarchies, you can climb them even easier. Or
from once you get there, it's easier to go up. Also because you have the
resources.
The resources, but also the contacts.
Right. The contacts. And all that's exactly. So like there's three things typically, like there's sometimes there's other stuff, there's a spiritual side, but I'm just talking about the three general things. You got money, you got the money hierarchy, then you've got the status hierarchy. So you can be really popular at school but have no money, right? And then there's health, which is more or less like your how you look, which always translates to basically how sexy you are, or is how, or like whether you're sickly and all that stuff, but usually it goes with looks. If you're the high percentage point of one of these, you're doing very well.
Yeah.
Right. But you want to be at least top 20 in all these and stuff, then your life's easier for you. Like if you're like a 1% guy in terms of looks, life's just easier. You can pick up chicks. Same thing for women. It works both ways actually for the most part. Yeah. the wealth side for women's actually detrimental. Actually, it's because women date across and up in hierarchy. Guys just typically across and down. They don't care. We don't care. We'll go either way. But typically, like if we're gonna like most guys, if they're really wealthy and stuff, and they're like unless they're going after some woman because she is like some business connection, or you're trying to get you marry her because her father's company or crap like there's like that little stuff. But that's sort of the exception of the rule, basically, for the most part. Yeah. Like that's what royals used to do. They would marry into like political alliances.
Yeah.
But now we're not in that, so it's this whole thing with what you were like, man, why would I get with this chick? I'm just like, she's rich and stuff and everything, but she's like, at the end of the day, we don't like, you don't really care that much. Oh look, my first super chat, amazing.
Welcome, super chat.
Yeah, Erie.
Couldn't tag you, but thanks, mate. I was just thinking about this today, by the way, about the health side. Yeah. About being good looking, and there's you got some of it you can get with genes, and you're just lucky and you look good. But then if you just eat healthy and then you exercise a lot and you're just active all in a healthy sense, there's no way you're going to get less attractive. You're going to get more attractive by doing that stuff. Like, I can look like a hobo, but I can also look really good, and it also all depends on what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. And it's a lot of people tend to think that the health and the good lookings is you're lucky or you're not. A lot of it is mental as well, and that just expresses itself in the external.
The worst. No. Well, actually, I won't say this. It's just fuck that. But there's you can always get better looking. But there is sort of an upwards bound outside of like if you're a fucking 1 out of 1, 1 out of 10, fuck, bro. I don't know. You can get stuff.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's tough. There's limits, but you still play. You have a certain like where you're playing the cards you're dealt, but you're playing the best you fucking can. And like, all right, if I was just butt ass ugly, right, just like I would just all in on the money game. Like, what else do I got?
Yeah, exactly. You got the money game and the social game.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Basically, what you have.
Yeah,
but then you'll be working harder, so you will be better at that anyways. So it's like it. The moment you give up on that, you just miss out.
Shout out to Daniel Prosperity, one of my proteges right here.
Nice,
smart dude, man. Is made
Thanks,
a lot
man.
of money. Yeah.
So it's such an interesting concept of the like getting wealthy. What I'm noticing now is I made a lot of money with George Weiss before losing it all recently and going homeless.
Fucking dude, he's always trolling, bro. He's the best troll.
Yeah, okay.
Shout out Greg B, man. What's going on?
There we go. I was thinking, why is no one giving super chats? But there we go.
They are, yeah. Shout out Daniel too, and Greg's one of the original OGs, along with Daniel as well. Like when I first did my course.
Is that Greg on the picture?
Yeah, it's Greg. That's
looking
him right
good,
there.
Greg.
Good looking man. Good looking man. Strong hairline, jawline's intact right there. I can't wait till Greg's like super old. Then he can just play the Colonel. Yeah. Like fucking sick. He's out here.
And there you go, Greg. It only cost you $25 to get those compliments. You're welcome.
Yeah. I would have given it for free.
Yeah, I'm joking. But recently, so what I've been doing a lot over the last years is getting into different communities and getting into different professions, right? Getting in different industries, and every time it worked. Like every time the social thing that I'm doing, it just works. I'm talking with people and I'm just messing around, and then I just also drop some interesting insights, and I just want everyone to win, and I don't have a hidden agenda. I'm just here to have fun and to just make a better space for everyone.
Right.
And the moment you really start to understand how that works and how you get into communities, by the way, that's also how I got on these streams.
Yeah.
The moment you just understand, like, just give people more, they will give so much more back, and you just get into those relations where anything you want to do, you can now just do. Like,
right.
I can just call someone for a business idea and it works. And that's even, like, you can lose all your money, but if you just have your contacts, everything will be fine anyways.
Right.
That's also why I'm taking more risk in. I don't feel my business right now. I'm going to pivot in some way, and I want a break or whatever. I just did that because I know it will be fine anyways.
Right.
It's a really powerful place to be. You can also invest better in crypto if you're at that place, because you're less emotional about losing money. So that's another way to become less emotional about losing money, and you will make better decisions. Also because you have better relations, but also because you're not stressed out, and then you're just chilling in life, and everything is fine.
Well said, dude. Well said.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to type something up for the guys.
Oh, we got another super chat.
Woo!
Long live the Citadel.
What do they say now? DJ Finesse. Shoo! Long live the Citadel. Oh yeah, in the last course I went over to the Citadel completely, top to bottom. Yeah, I've got a little more notes on stuff, so this gonna be a running thing I'm gonna be doing for people to understand the Citadel. But that counts for a lot of other cryptocurrencies and stuff as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, the big money's already decided on Bitcoin. So it's like, fuck, it just is what it is. But like, we'll be able to arbitrage. It's going to be a multi-coin universe. But you still got to have some BTC probably sometime in the future, because it's just going to get to a stupid price. You know what I mean?
It's like a status symbol.
Yeah, it's going to be. I mean, like, it's going to be really expensive. Like, at some point, like, one BTC will probably be worth millions. Like next cycle.
But the way maybe the way I see it, it will just be like a really expensive meme.
Yeah, I mean, look, Unisocks.
But why would it go that high, though?
Oh, like, this is a lot of people hoarding it up. There's really not that many coins. You know how there's 21 million? There's like, factually, there's only like 13 million.
Yeah, okay.
Really. Yeah, there's not that many tokens. The whole world knows about Bitcoin. It's like everyone's like, it's like why does everyone? Why is like that pop song the number one thing on the radio or whatever? Like, there's so much better music out there.
Everyone knows it.
Everyone knows it. Yeah, that's the whole thing. It's just gonna be gold. That's all it is. It's gonna be a way to hold some value in gold, and over time they set the narrative. They just gotta not fuck it up. But doesn't mean that you'll make more money in other coins, way more. But like, you still, over time, you have to have something stable. Like, there has to be a part of the game where you can, to pull wealth.
Yeah, the cool thing is that you can get your gains, and then once it's time to get the status symbol, you will have so many gains above BTC that it will be easy to get just some BTC just for the status, for the fun. I think, in that way I can see that happening.
The banks are only really buying Bitcoin, and if they're a little degenerate, they're buying Ethereum. That's all they're doing.
But that's gonna pass real quick.
Yeah,
like, that's the narrative right now. But once Bitcoin goes away from once this bull market is over and we get the bear market, from then on it's kind of done with Bitcoin, I think. Like, yeah, of course, what we're saying, the price will go up and stuff, but the narrative will be so weak that who's gonna care about it,
Well, we'll just have to see. I don't think the narrative's destroyed just yet, but like, it's
getting weak though.
It's getting weaker. Yeah, it's getting weaker. But the thing is, I'm not gonna. I'll throw some shekels into Bitcoin. I'm like, just in case I'm wrong. That's what we're saying. I'm wrong. Like, I'm not above this whole thing, because like, the whole thing is that since I've been in crypto, like, there's been an indoctrination with BTC. Like, but the thing is now we've gotten about what, like, BTC is like 2009. What it's like 12 years old. So it's 12 years of this indoctrination. Like, all you've known in crypto is BTC as king and stuff. So even if it gets dethroned, there's 12 years of people being like, but BTC is the main asset to hold your wealth into. So I think that's not gonna you just it'll be sort of a thing where like you have your BTC and then you dump it into other stuff. If it disappears, then it disappears and it's like it's over, whatever. But like until then, it's just like it's kind of retarded not to have a few BT. If you can swing, like let's just say your whole portfolio is worth 10, just to have 2 in cold storage, and just over time just keep stacking a little bit away. Because if let's just say they're right and it does end up becoming this big thing, but I don't think it's going to be the only coin. It's just smart to have multiple assets, not just have
that's
one.
true.
Yeah, it's just in case. And then the same thing too. You'll have real estate too and stuff, and you'll have other stuff too. Like
exactly.
Like I still have my businesses. I'm gonna have real estate. I'm gonna have BTC. I'm gonna have Hex. I'm gonna have my Celsius. I'm gonna have
that's
my
the whole
stuff.
cool thing. Yeah. Like a lot of people that you see on Twitter whining about fees or whining about a certain price and it's not moving and all that, they don't have anything else than crypto. And it's wise to just do something else outside of crypto, or at least build a business in whatever way. Just even if it's just to prove yourself that you can do stuff like that. Like you need to become worth something to find your worth in yourself. Like a lot of people, that's a thing where there's a lot of people are stuck on, like you have to believe in yourself, and you have to put yourself high in your own worth or something. I forgot the way they say it, but I only value myself the moment I do stuff. Like you're deteriorating. That's a hard word. When you're
I know what you mean.
When you're not doing stuff, right?
Rolling stone gathers no moss. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
And what I so a few years ago, I think 6 years ago, how tall Mark is? How would that be gay? That's just
it's because he's asking like this, like Markable. How gay is it to ask how tall you are?
That's funny, man. I'm 1.85 meters.
What the fuck? Why would you say it like that?
Because I know it's gonna fuck you up.
I know it's.
Wait, let me put it in. So you say it in foot?
Yeah, feet, foot. Yeah. Feet. How many feet? How many feet am I? I'm 8 foot 3 inches. Oh man.
I'm 6 feet. 6.1 feet or something.
Oh, we're the same. We're same height.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well done.
Well done. Bam. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm average.
I'm 6'3" in Tim's, but
6'3".
Like
yeah, no, we're not going to. Yeah, we're not going to say anything in those weird measurements. It's go away with this nasty stuff. It's just meters and centimeters. It makes more sense.
Nah. No, but I know you're right. But it's easier. But nah.
So one of the strongest narratives in my life has been 6 years ago. I was 20 kilos heavier. So fuck. What's kilo in weird language? Wait.
Let's say 1.2 pounds, I think, or 1.3 pounds or something.
20 kilos is 44 pounds.
Yeah.
So I was 44 pounds heavier than I am right now. And I was just getting out of high school and starting university. And I was really insecure.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, because I have a twin brother, right? And he was the right amount of weight. So I was 44 pounds heavier than he was. And you kind of have a mirror then, right? It's kind of weird to explain it to people, but you basically have your DNA walking next to you, and you kind of
what if?
Yeah, exactly. They say don't compare yourself to people, but it's kind of hard when you have a twin, right? Because people already do that for you. You don't even have to compare yourself. People will do it for you. And so I was the fat twin, and actually people said that.
Mark,
and I was like, man,
that was the most fire shit you've ever said, dude. Like, you're not supposed to compare yourself to other people, but how am I not going to compare myself to my actual literal fucking clone?
Even my parents compare me to him, you know. So it's always like a battle, like who's going to be better, you know.
Yeah. Oh,
And it's
yeah,
but yeah, that made me really annoyed about my own body, and I was like, man, I'm gonna get fucking ripped. So I went like 3 days a week to gym for 2 years straight.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, went to 73 kilos. Wait.
He shows his Mr. Olympia photos.
No, I wasn't that jacked. I just lost the fat, and then I was just chilling again. Yeah, so then I was 160 pounds that I should be weighing, and from then on, dude, it took me about 1.5, 2 years of being consistent with working out, and I slipped, and I went back to like, what is that, 180 pounds or 200 pounds or whatever, and then I went down again and up again, and then eventually I understood, and in 2 years time I got to my goal, and from then on everything changed, man. All of a sudden I understood that if you want something, you can always get it in whatever way, like anything you want to do.
Guess how fat I am, Markable. Guess. I'm around your same height, but I weigh different, much different.
Wait, all right. I have to convert it to pounds before I say something, otherwise you don't understand.
I'll weigh myself right now. Let me.
I saw your butt crack, so now it's going up.
Oh, nice.
Someone give him a super chat for his butt
crack. Butt crack.
$5 butt crack. Oh, and right away when I said it, it's not about the butt crack, but someone gave a super chat. Do you disclose the golden chart in your course? LOL.
I'd have to talk to Wasabi about that. But probably, we could talk a little bit about it. But we're just trying to be careful because, like, what ended up happening is we were having whales watch some of our content when we were telling price points and stuff, and these people would fuck it up on purpose and stuff, intentionally, like magically every single time. So I said, you know what, fuck them. You know what, I'm gonna give them wrong.
Yeah, you
prices.
don't want that. Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna give them wrong prices.
So now you know you have to get his course before you know real price targets.
Yeah,
everything he's saying here is a scam. Except for the link.
Height is overrated, except when you're short. Sorry. Bro, it's good. Like, no, height is that's the one thing that sucks so bad, dude, because it's like I wish it didn't matter at all. It's like, but like, you know why it matters? Because fucking girls care about it. And that's
but it only does until a certain point, and from then on, it doesn't really matter that much.
Yeah,
but yeah, you like, man. We like to say it doesn't matter, but it kind of does,
right?
And we all know that,
right? So okay, what's the weight? What's the weight?
So Lyman says, "Wait, how tall is DC and Mark?" Lyman, this is the second time you said something or asked something, and we already discussed it. I don't say that in a bad way. I just think it's funny, but we're the same height, and I was, what was it again?
6'1", 6'2".
6'1". Yes, Cos D for the $5 butt crack.
Butt crack.
Pull it up, man. Pull it up.
Shoot. Oh, sorry. Give me a second.
I wish there was a sticker with a butt crack. Butt crack. Butt crack. $5 butt crack. All right, nice. Oh yeah, the pounds. So people were saying in the chat 240. I was wait, let's first say I thought 220. Like, I first put up 200, and then I saw the butt crack and I put it up to 220.
220. But, that's your final answer?
Yeah.
Wrong.
How much is it?
I'm 262.
262?
Yes, sir.
I don't look like it. Maybe in real life, but
I'm a big boy, bro. It's because I don't know. I lifted
weights.
Wait,
how much? Like
200. I forgot how many kilos. I don't know what that is in kilos.
Yeah, I'm Google's my friend in this stream. Oh, oops! I typed it wrong. I put in 260 pounds to euro. You're 300 euros heavy, man.
300 euros. So I'm worth 0 then.
118 kilos. All right, but you have muscle, like you did weightlifting and stuff.
Yeah, for years. I mean, since I was 18 and stuff. So, I mean, I got a pretty decent squat and deadlift. Like I could deadlift 600 pounds still. That's probably my best lift, 610, but I don't do it that heavy anymore just because I hurt my back a little bit already going that heavy on deadlifts. But like typically I'm doing like 450 pounds, maybe 400, maybe 500 if I'm feeling up for it. But I'm kind of staying away from deadlifts and stuff just because I put a lot of like stress on my back doing deadlifts like crazy, because I would do like super heavy weights for a lot of reps and stuff with like deads. But then like benches and stuff like I typically don't like. I don't know. It's like I'm trying to get back into the weightlifting stuff, but like in terms of like peak amounts of like weightlifting, I've gotten like 325 for bench, like 630 pounds for deadlift, and like I've hit like 405 for a squat. Stuff. That's kind of my numbers and stuff. And I never pushed heavier than that. And so I wanted to, but it's just like, I don't know. It's just I like
calisthenics better, man.
Yeah, no, it's actually better for you, but you don't get as big. That's
true.
I want to lift weights, get my muscle tone, because there's something called like muscle memory, where like the hardest thing is to make the muscle, but once you make it, you can almost get it back like 80%.
Yeah, real quick.
Really quick. Yeah. So that watch, you'll see, like I'll start working out, I'll still be like 240 pounds, 250, and I'll look like I'm 220.
Fucking beast. Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely an
I fuck with. That's what you want to take some German creatine too.
I don't want to take shit, but people can take it.
This is pretty net. I mean, this is just this. It's like one scoop of this is just basically the equivalent to like a pound of meat. In the what it is it's a way. It's just essentially you hold a little bit more water in between your muscle cells. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's nothing really that bad and stuff. And then what you really should be taking is this steroid right here. If I can pull it up. Basically, you want to take vitamin D, which is basically one of the only legal, it's actually a hormone you can actually buy off the shelf, which is insane. Actually, it's kind of crazy. Like it's basically a steroid almost. Taking vitamin D. So like taking, but you want to take your vitamin D from lunchtime to like breakfast, somewhere in that range. In the morning till like you want to take it in the morning. Typically, you shouldn't be taking vitamin D at night.
No, because you can't sleep then, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, some people can't sleep. I've done it.
Yeah,
I don't even know about that.
It's probably not good for the body to chill out.
Yeah, vitamin D3 with vitamin K2.
Man, I'm just going to sit in the sun. I'll be fine.
Well, I can disprove that. You literally have to be like almost butt naked between 11 to 2 o'clock in the afternoon, like this, like a starfish trying to get all the sun, and then you would get enough for the day. Like around the world, we're all woefully not getting enough because your weight.
How does that make sense as human beings? We're made for the sun, right?
Because back in the day, we'd just basically be in a cloth, or we'd be in like a little robe.
Yeah, okay, that's true.
And we'd be outside all day.
Outside all day. That's true.
All day, yeah. And the thing is too, like the reason you're lighter skinned is because your people are farther from the equator. So so because you're so far away from the equator,
my Viking people.
Your Viking people. The reason you don't have that much melanin in your skin is so you could absorb every little bit of the sun you could out there. So yeah, it's where people that are closer to the equator.
Wait, but dark colors take more.
No, it's protection.
That's why,
it's protection. It's protection from the sun because the sun's so strong in Africa and parts of Latin America that's why they're so brown. It's
but if you have a dark surface, it's hotter than white surface, right?
No, it's not. It's to protect from the UV rays and all that stuff, because you're in the sun all day, so the skin's like we don't need this much vitamin D. Let's make it.
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah. That's why like a lot of like African American people or like a lot of like people over here are actually that work in offices. Their vitamin D levels are some of the lowest in the world. It's the melanin. Yeah.
Interesting stuff, man.
Cocaine. Yeah. I don't know why I said cocaine, but okay. What's going on right now? Wait, in general, time explaining workout routines when they really should be doing. Just jump in and get it done. Stop analyzing it so much. Yeah, I mean, just work out, do something, but there is better ways. If you're just trying to, like, it just depends on what you're trying to do. You're just trying to stay skinny and stuff. Sure, you could just run and just do a little, tiny bit of calisthenics. Not even calisthenics. As long as you're just active, you're just skinny. That's
you
it.
just do stuff, eat less. Done.
Yeah, that's it. Done. But if you're trying to maximize it and try to get like 8,
it depends on it depends on your goal. Like if you just want to chill, then just chill. Like do some things and then just have a good time. And if you really want to get big and all that, then you need to have strategies because like
let me show you what physique I actually would love to have. Actually, like this is actually closer, and this it looks gigantic, but it's not really that big because this guy was like moderately sized. So most people, this is actually kind of obtainable a little bit. Well, sort of attainable, close to it.
Do you know Greg Rindosh?
No, I'm sorry, I don't. Who is that?
He's in chat and he says, $$ cost crypto. I am your #1 fan.
Oh well, hey, what's up? Let me see. Where are you
Greg,
at?
prove it by sending a super chat. With butt crack in it.
Let me see. Where is it?
It's purple. Purple G. Greg, I'm going to call you Purple G. Sounds better. Is that bad? No, it's funny.
There's this legendary picture of Frank Zane right here that I just love. It's one of my favorites and stuff. Let's see.
Black Label Expat says, this is a really deep chat about Hex. I'm glad I joined.
Oh, no, for sure. But this is what happens with the Hex streams and stuff. I mean, this is why. But this is why we're able to like this. This is a great physique. This is not too fucking crazy, but like that's a great physique right there. I'd say it's my favorite picture of Frank Zane. He's like the godfather of aesthetics in bodybuilding. Of course, he was on gear too. He was on steroids. So let's just be for real. But like. Yeah, they used to call him the chemist.
Chemist?
The chemist.
Yeah. Why?
Oh, because he was like one of the guys who early on in the sport was really good at knowing which performance enhancing drugs to use.
Like that. But what I've been thinking a lot lately is, and I see this a lot in the Hexagon community. I see this a lot in the. What did you say? Is it red pill? Red pill,
yeah, the red pill.
I always get them mixed in. Like I forget words real quick. What I've been seeing a lot is there's so much over analyzing stuff and so much detailed explanation of things, and I see a lot of really smart people getting excited about their own thinking, and you're kind of left thinking in circles. Whereas, and that's my opinion, I guess, but the way I think things through is I think of those things and then I kind of just let it go and just go with the flow of life and the world. Right. What I've been seeing a lot is people getting stuck in their own knowledge and in their own intellect. And I've been there as well, where I just can't get through to people because I'm just thinking too much through concepts, and a lot of people have never heard of those concepts, and
right,
it's hard to explain those things. And what I recently saw a tweet from, what was his name, Machiavelli, I think. He said, if you have 130 IQ and you explain something to someone with 90 IQ or something,
yeah,
you need someone of 100 or 110 IQ to be a translator. And in some ways that's true, but in some ways I also thought like, well,
they're not trying to as well. Like,
yeah, but then also you as a really smart person should also know how important emotional intelligence is. And so if you're getting better at that, you also know you sometimes need to let go of your concepts and your analyzing of things to get to the right point to get to the right goal, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm seeing a lot where people just eat themselves up with concepts and things.
Someone in the chat said that this is the body type they want, bro. You don't understand that. How fucking insane. This is one of the no, you will not get that. I promise.
And how is that practical?
No, it's not practical. This is the peak of the sport, the absolute peak of the mass monster era. It was like him and Dorian Yates, which I really like this guy, but he was like in the gym, so like literally there I don't think there's been a person that's been so on the ball compared in bodybuilding than Dorian Yates at this point and stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But most of the times everyone just be happier with like a yeah, it's just maybe all you really want, really, if I'm just being for real, if we just all can be general, like just you want to be like six pack, low body fat, and with with some muscle on you and stuff.
Yeah.
That's it, and you're good, and you're good. That's it. Any more than that, you're just doing it more just for yourself a little bit, and then from there it just becomes a job.
Don't even need six pack.
Yeah,
like I see a lot of people like. It also, I think it depends also on the body, because some people are ripped but don't have a six pack, and I find that interesting.
Yeah, some people they don't have. Some people only have 4-pack. Like if you look at Dorian right there, 1, 2, 3, 4. That guy is as diced as you can get right there.
Yeah, exactly.
He doesn't have his bottom abs. Some people, there's people that have 8 abs.
Yeah, and it's more about the. I think also it's more about the side, the lines on the side, because that's the shape that's actually important, right? The movements. I think.
Tom Ellis. Let's see.
Bezos says, I just want a dad bod.
Well, you're on your way, bro. I don't know.
I'm okay with that as well. Like as long as it's not the fat side of the dad bod, but like on the just a dad bod, that's pretty nice.
Oh, the guy from Lucifer. Oh, got you.
This, I have no idea.
Oh, it's just this American TV show or whatever. Sizz, oh shit, Limon Ortega with the fucking Sizz, yes, man. Sizz is like one of the guys who started up the whole like the aesthetic movement, because it was Mass Monster forever, and then this guy started YouTubing himself on YouTube, but he brought up the aesthetics of just being kind of like really lean down, shredded, being a Mass Monster, and like just picking up fucking chicks all the time, which is like the worldwide dream. Everyone just wants to go like.
Yeah, that's the whole reason why we're doing.
That's where I mean. That's let's be for real here. Like I think we're all like. That's kind of what it was going down. I mean, there's just this kid motion like I'm gonna get rich and I'm gonna have like a lot of money. I'm gonna have a Lambo and I'm gonna be 6-packed out and I'm gonna have all the bitches. And then that's kind of like the master plan in every dude's brain when he's 18 years old, when he comes out of school. He's like, sure. Man, I'm gonna have a big company and I'm gonna have a lot of money and stuff, and then girls are gonna like me and I'm gonna 6-pack and shit, and then I'll build what the fuck I want and no one's gonna tell me shit. Like that's basically the blueprint to every dude's imagination, like of what they want with their life, without fail, almost. Like I would say 99%. Like then later on,
if I'm really honest in that, I was there, but I think a lot of people are getting stuck in it.
Yes, yeah. So it's you, because eventually, like now, I love just my peace and quiet. Now I love my peace and quiet, like just being like. It's nice. Like I get annoyed when people are calling me to make about money, and I just like I don't even want to answer the phone sometimes. I'm like I just don't care.
Yeah, leave me alone.
Like I just don't like I have my other businesses and stuff and everything, and people are like, hey Miguel, like let's do this $25,000 job and stuff like this, and I'm just like, do I want to do it? Do I want to get out of fucking bed? Do I want to like tell people like it's just like kind of shit like that? Like but it's because I've done it for so long. Like some people haven't like owned their own businesses or anything like that. Yeah. I haven't hit that point yet.
How old are you?
I just turned 30.
Ah, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the perfect. Yeah.
How old are you? I never even asked. I'm sorry.
I'm just 2 weeks ago I turned 24.
Ooh, you're on your way, bro. You're on your way, man. You're doing good, bro. You're doing real good.
Oh yeah. So. Yeah, I already feel like it's funny. I always tell people can't wait until I'm 80. And I really mean that. I would love to just be 80 and just sit on on my porch and just talk some knowledge, and that's it. Like just have done it all. Like that's the ultimate goal that I want.
Because of that, life's gonna go slow for you.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
but
god.
Like I can already do it right now, right? So I'm already doing it and I'm enjoying it.
Man, that's amazing. I love that shit. It's like my dream is to be fucking 80 years old so I can just spit game at the barbershop and do what the fuck I want. Like that's what right here. This is Markable right here. Yeah, this is and like Markable will still be stretchable because he took years of yoga for through the 6 and stuff. So he's like real stretchable. Like I'm talking about, he's got it like that, you know?
Oh yeah, for sure. Chad is saying Viking is at least 55.
Dude, you Viking got that fucking genetics for the beard, man. I'm a hairless cat over here, man. I'm 30 years old. Maybe it's barely coming in.
But are you trimming that, or is it?
I'm not really trimming it. I'm not really trimming it at all. I just leave it. I just
interesting, man. Everyone that's watching this right now, if you're a man, grow your fucking beard. Doesn't matter what it looks like. Doesn't matter, because it's your beard. It's your mustache. It's such an interesting thing that I've been thinking about. Like, why is everyone shaving their face?
I'm not shaving.
To me, but a lot of people are, right?
Oh.
To me, it doesn't make any sense why you would do that. It's part of your identity. It's part of your blueprint as a human. And I've seen men with beards that don't make any sense, like only hair on the jaw, and then it turned into a mustache and nothing here, and just it looked really weird. But that guy was owning it, and it was part of him. Like, he became a better man because he was owning that. Like, he was unique. It's so interesting to me that when I talk to men and I'm saying, hey, grow your beard, they say, yeah, but it's patchy here and it's this and it's that. No, just grow it and you will find it out. Like, most people have never seen their beard in full potential. That's weird. That's really weird. And also, that's also the reason why I have long hair, because I just wanted to see what it looked like, and I kind of liked it at the end. Why is everyone cutting their hair right away and they've never seen the full potential of their hair?
Because they're soy boys.
And yeah, but
corporate jobs sometimes.
Yeah, and yeah, I turned away jobs because I had to cut my beard. I'm like, nah, that's not gonna happen. Dude, so many people have called me Santa. So many people. If anyone's going to be called Santa, it's me. But it's interesting because hair is so much more powerful than most people think, and on a what's the word? On a spiritual level, on an energetic level, but also, like, even if you don't mess with all that, also just on a personal level, on the impact that you have with people. I trust men with long hair and beards more than people that don't have any hair, like that are short everywhere. It's just something that happens, and of course, some people can't grow a beard, but most people can grow normal hair and just grow that and see what it does to you, see what it does to your face, because it actually does a lot of things. And interesting thing is, when I'm in the sun for a while, I feel my beard, I literally feel the hairs picking up things, whatever it is, but there's feeling in it, and I wouldn't go without, man. There's no way. There's too much power in it.
Too much power. Yeah, I'm feeling. I've said, I don't know. I don't know. I've said this since I was a kid. I was like, I'm not gonna have a beard until I'm 32, and it's coming true.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, that would be cool. That's for sure.
My father and all my uncles have these fucking, like, we're like known for these crazy mustaches. We have big mustaches. Like I
so
actually have.
Are you trimming the mustache? Or
I'm a little bit. Yeah, my mustache comes in pretty heavy, actually. Not my beard. My beard's coming in late, but I could probably grow a mustache like.
That would be
like this. Like my grandfather, sometimes he used to do this. He would have a mustache. He could curl it, and he could be like this big, huge mustache.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's the stuff that I'm talking about. We have two little men doing that kind of shit. Like, that's personality, man. That's something strong. If you own that, You're going to demand respect.
When I'm far richer and stuff like that, I'm just gonna be like, I'm just gonna do it and stuff because it's gonna be like, oh, he's not crazy, he's just whatever.
The thing is, yeah, I get that completely. The thing is, a lot of people think like that, and they're like, yeah, once no one has to expect stuff from me. I think we need to go away a bit from that in the society in general. Like, do your shit, own yourself, own the full potential of yourself. And most people are like, yeah, I'll own the full potential of myself once this happens. And like, I fully understand your point of view, but just in general, a lot of people, right? Like, how are you going to own your full potential if you're only going to own it once the
full potential is there?
That doesn't make any sense. And the interesting thing is that I've had so much shit because I was growing my hair, because I was growing my beard at the beginning when I was doing that, right? Because you as a person start to change and people will give comments and all that. And it's kind of like a test of how much are you going to own your personality, right? And so it's not normal to have like normal right now in society to have long hair and a beard. It's getting more normal, but when I was doing it,
tattoos weren't even normal back in the day either.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
I personally don't like tattoos, but it just is what it is. I don't mind.
I like them on other people. Body.
Yeah,
I like the art of it. I once saw one guy fully covered in tattoos. I didn't see anything of his body without a tattoo, and I was thinking, well, that's ugly. They didn't really like the way he did it, but all right, cool, if you like it. And then he turned around, and his full back was just, it was intense, man. It was 3 Viking ships, just 2 here and then 1 in the front, like this. And so the red and white stripes, vertical stripes on the sails,
right?
And then you had the body of the ship, and they were on the sea. So the sea was about his lower back. That was the sea, but the middle of his back even. And then the sea turned into 3 really cool Viking faces that were also stationed in the way that the ships were stationed. So the ships were connected with those faces. Right. Oh man, that was the best tattoo I've ever seen. And the detail and the only color that you saw was the red stripes of the sail.
Ship. Oh wow,
that was amazing, man.
Yeah, there's some really cool ones, but that's the problem that also with people tiptoe into tattoos, and then finally when they get enough money and stuff, they have the cool ones, but then the rest of their bodies, like, it's the shit tattoos.
Yeah, it's kind of doodles and then art.
Then art, yeah.
Like practice time on your.
That's why I haven't done any of that stuff, just because it's like I don't see the point. 2, I also had, I mean, a part of it was because of my businesses at the time. Like, it's just I was dealing with a lot of older clientele that tattoos. I probably would have lost business having tattoos, honestly. So I don't know. Maybe that's possibly.
Well, you're saying that I've got, like, when I started my business, my parents were like, I was 20, I think. I started to grow my beard and my hair, and my parents were constantly saying, dude, you're going to lose business because of this. You're going to get less money. You're going to get this and this, and this is going to be bad, and you won't get a job, and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, yeah, we'll find out, I guess. And I just went through all that, and I went through all that just to find out that I was getting more business. I was getting more money. I was just getting more successful because I was owning that shit.
Yeah.
Like, because of that, people started to recognize me quicker. Because of that, I have nicknames like the Wookiee or Viking, or on a beach where I was selling tickets, people called me Jesus of the beach. I don't care what kind of name you're giving me. You're giving me a name. You will remember me.
You'll remember
better.
Yeah.
And so you will buy from me sooner. And so you will get me on the stream sooner. It's all better. Like, if you are different from other people, it's always better. Not always, but
yeah. But I know what you mean. Yeah.
But if you own yourself, it's always better.
Right. That's just
unless you're a psychopath.
Of course. Do it. But I think that's one of the reasons why, I mean, me and Charlie and a bunch of other guys stood out so much, is because we're just being ourselves on stream. We're giving the crypto knowledge, but then we're also just being like, I don't know, I just like being silly sometimes.
Yeah.
About my stuff, but
I don't know.
Yeah. Because I'm just tired. I just want to do shit my own way. Like this whole crypto thing I've been doing and stuff. I just want to do this whole crypto thing my way, and I'll just do it any way I fucking please, and that's it. And like
Yeah.
because I don't even have to do any of this stuff. Honestly, I don't already. Like,
Yeah.
I'm basically retired already.
Uh-huh.
Like I've been retired. I've been retired since like I was 28, basically.
Yeah, that's dope, man. That's well done on that.
Thank you.
I still need to get there, but I'm on my way, like, real quick, because I didn't have a lot of money because I was a student, because I was just at the beginning of making money, but now I'm ahead of a lot of people. And by the way, Greg just sent a chat. Sounds like the peacock effect really worked for you. He said it to me. Yeah, you could see it like that. I don't really see it as a peacock effect because I didn't do anything to stand out. I was doing the only thing that a lot of people wanted to do. Like, you want to be yourself. You want to be the full potential of yourself. And sadly, that is a peacock effect nowadays because so many people are not doing it.
Right.
But if you're really just owning yourself, I'm not even trying. Like, I'm just chilling, but I'm chilling as the way I wanted to do. A lot of people don't, which is interesting as well. Because I flipped my entire company again. I didn't really want to do the Facebook thing, and now I'm like, I'll just edit videos for some people, and I just want to get the land in the house and work on that. And from then on, I want to revive some piece of land, get some natural water sources going again, in wherever, and get some plants going again instead of desert. I'm not sure how it's going to look, but it's going to be something like that. And
if you ever need help with some ideas, that's actually what I did for my business. I did a lot of like landscape architecture and stuff like that.
Oh, nice, man. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I've been in the landscape industry for like 12 years.
Oh, awesome. Nice.
Yeah, that's my
first.
business.
Again, everything works, man. Every time you just talk about the dream you have or the things you want to do, you get the context and you'll find it out. And I had a subscription going for my clients, and I was telling them, well, this is going to stop because I'm not going to do it again. And I was wondering what their reaction would be, and everyone was positive. Everyone was. Some people even said, well, just keep the subscription going. I just want to support you, man. It's just people just find it interesting nowadays when other people actually follow what they want to do and what they think is right, instead of what would get the most amount of money or what would be the smartest thing to do. People have lost the connection with the world, and they unconsciously they're trying to find it in anything. Like, that's why live streams do so well, and that's why people hang out so much. It's because there's no connection anymore, and there's no tribes anymore, and there's no people have lost the feelings because, again, we've been looking into details too much. We've been analyzing so much, and we've been making the smart choice too many times instead of the feeling choice. Right now is really, if you want to get it into the masculine and the feminine energies, we've been way too much on the masculine side in society. Now it's kind of going towards the feminine side, where you go more into the feelings and more into the connection, and you can see it in people, man.
I don't know. I mean, this is the only thing I have to disagree. I think we're going more towards we've been. Yeah, I think we're, like you said, but I think we've done too much feminine, like the feminine. Oh, my camera turned off.
No, man.
There we go.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but it's it was the toxic. So the way the masculine was evolving, like, it was kind of like a cry for attention from the feminine side of things in the world. And then everything goes to extremes, and that's terrible. So then it goes to the extreme feminine. That's why we're getting all these weird things going on, and all the social things, and it's kind of getting weird. And now we have to pull back from that to get to the masculine again and to get into that balance. But there are some things in the feminine side of doing things that is really needed right now, like connection, like family, like tribes, and like the caring energy of the feminine side. That's, you see it, man. Like, give people connection and they will do anything for you right now. Like, that's one of the most craved feelings in the world right now. That's why there are so many community things popping up online, or there are communities like Hex, for example. Like, people go to these streams to hang out with us, and that's really important, I think.
Yeah.
But you have a good point. Like, we also, you also need, it's interesting. You can't really say we have to go to the feminine, we have to go to the male, because it's always, it's not a black and white thing.
You're right.
But it makes it easy to explain it, right? And you can always get some different aspects out of it. And also, it's different for every person, I guess. But as a society, we're moving to more of an equilibrium. Eventually, it's just going back and forth a lot of things, right?
Yeah, it's a little crazy. It's mostly people crying. I mean, from what I could tell, it's just a lot of the men are just basically crying right now about the financial raping of like divorce rapes and stuff like that, and like that's a big part of it. And then the other side would be, if they get divorced, then they would lose their family. And they wouldn't be able to see the family, and then the wife would make it always comes down almost to money, and not really like down to like they miss their kids. It's mostly, it's to me personally, that's what it seems most of the time people are crying about, that like, oh fuck, and this isn't blue pill shit because I'm red pill, but it's always about the money. But it always comes down to like the wife divorces, uses the kids in order to fucking get those payments from you for child support. And then the guy's mad that he's paying child support, and then they lose sight of it's about the kids, not the fucking money. But they make it about the court systems and the lawyers that are behind the women are also, it's like these treacherous men in the treacherous part of the society are just trying to extract the money from the men as well. So it's this whole thing where like we're bringing money a little too much into personal connections with the family, but that's just what it is. Like, you get divorced, you lose like half your wealth, and then fees and all that stuff, and then payments and stuff. By the end of it, you basically only have a quarter of your wealth, or 30% of your wealth on average after the divorce and stuff. And then your wife's got like 30% of it. It's an extortion system. That's what it is. It's like,
it's terrible. Don't get married, guys. I know probably no one here will, but just saying it.
30, I think it's like what, 30, 30, 40 or something like that. It's just,
I don't know. It's terrible.
Yeah.
It's bad.
But I mean, like, but at the same time too, but here's some shit that's really fucked up. Then, like, let's just say but here's the fucked up part, is if we didn't have some of these checks and balances to like try to keep people together in marriages, like obviously it's women pulling the cord because it's beneficial to them. But like, you won't believe, like, before all these laws to protect the female side of it, you had a bunch of men just fucking these women, getting married, and then just fucking off somewhere else. And that was the bad part of it, because the women were getting rugged originally. That's the fucked up part of the whole thing, is like a lot of men don't see that side too. And I'm not trying to like, because like I'm red pill as fuck, and I like all that. There needs to be like balance to all this shit. It's really fucked up, because it's, marriage is insurance for women. Yeah, but there is also this whole thing too, where like men also they get lonely, and there's this whole thing too with like, unless your whole time is just picking up women and stuff, eventually, like, if you're trying to do something else, you won't have time to do all that stuff with the women anyway. So
you'll get really lonely.
Yeah, and then what's gonna happen? Yeah, go ahead.
So what I'm thinking is that most of the problems right now, by the way, you haven't pulled it up, but thanks, Augustine, for the super chat.
Oh,
$20 just because I'm enjoying this content.
Oh my god, thank you, man.
Yeah, I saw it fading away. I was like, oh wait, we have to shout it out.
I didn't see it, man. Thank you, dude.
Thanks, man.
That. I like that drink in that corner right there.
So what we're talking about a lot, and I see this a lot, where we talk about problems nowadays, and then we label that as, it comes from this and this and this, and it's true. But we kind of need to see it in the bigger picture. The way society works in general is fucked right now. People on their own, people doing their shit, and we're hiring people to do things, and it all becomes transactional. And that's what I'm saying. It's so masculine. Like everything is a box. Everything has hard edges. Everything is a transaction. Everything needs to be a certain way, and we have expectations. Everything is straight lines, and that's where the problem comes, because with straight lines, with masculine energy, you have limits. You always have limits because you have borders. Otherwise, you can't have straight lines. You will have limits because that's the nature of it. And we have gone so far into that limit thinking and into that limit creating, where this is this I don't know, this is this person's house, or I'm not saying they're only bad things, but right now everything is so much segmented in different kinds of things that everything is looked at in its own square. And that's where the problems come. And once you get that feminine way of looking at things, and which doesn't have any lines, right? It's just all over the place, and the feminine side is really the infinite power of things, because it doesn't have any limits from nature. Like it's the bringer of life. And so what we've been creating is the masculine society, which is basically lifeless. Like it has straight lines, and it's fucking up the planet, and life is just going away from the planet because everything is becoming so hard.
Yeah.
Once you get into that, make everything more holistic in some ways. And again, there are extremes right now as well that don't make any sense. But that's why you need that combination, right? And that's why I'm saying we need to move a bit more towards the feminine spirit of having the community and having the tribe and stuff. Because let's say you have a tribe, right? What I want to do with the land, that's why I want to create the land and the house, because I want to have a platform for people to just be there and build their best life, and also make nature thrive, because that's also the feminine part of life. It's the creation side of life. And once I have something like that, and I have like 20 people on my land, right? You won't like marriage. What is marriage? What are you talking about? You just have some relationships with the woman, and it's your woman, for example, and that's completely fine. But then you have a kid, and that kid is not only being raised by you, it's being raised by the entire community. And that's what it was all about anyways. And so then you also won't have men trying to hunt women, because you already have your tribe. You won't get try to get as many women, because you already get the affection from the tribe. You will, I won't say you need to be monogamous, but you won't have that need of getting validation or love from so many different random people, because you will have way deeper connections with some people instead of so many people. I think
you're looking at that the right way. Like you're looking at then the emotional, spiritual side, which I think you're actually completely right upon. It's just like this is such a complex issue with so many layers. Like
for sure.
Like objectively, like if I were just to look at the most biggest reason why all this stuff went down the way it's gone down, it's probably because a couple of high level guys, they're trying to like control the world a little bit, or trying to like fuck it up or something, make it easier, are causing a lot of chaos for people that are in the social, like economic ladder. So middle class to lower, upper middle to lower, where like the top part of the society just sits above that and stuff. And that's at least on the money side, but in terms of like, we have gone away from that in terms of like it was a tribe, but like the world's evolved to like we're at most our tribe would be like a couple hundred people, tops. Now it's like we live in cities and stuff, and we live in our own places. Like none of us feel comfortable actually. We've just gotten away from that, but maybe we go back to that at some point. Like what you're talking about is something that I think will happen later on, since if we usually look at demographics, right, like we're essentially heading into like the 1920s, right? The roaring 20s, 30s, 40s. And then pretty much when we're older, and when you're older, Markable and stuff, what's going to happen is that you may be one of the people that actually fund essentially the hippie movement. of the middle of this decade that end up happening. That's
Yeah.
at least what I'm seeing right now. That's kind of what I think is happening. Is what you're talking about. Is I think that'll actually be a big movement that happens a couple decades from now, where people are going to try to do the communes again.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And I right now see a chat from Weber. He says tribes were not feminine. Tribes were the strong protecting the weak. It's both, man, and that's the whole thing. Like when we're talking about this stuff, it's easy to forget that it's always both. But to explain the position of things, we need to get them apart, because they're two things, but they're also just one thing, or they should be one thing. And so tribes were strong protecting the weak. That was the manly side of things, and also building houses and building the things, and what we said, building the community, building the society. But then it was also feminine, because the women were caring for the children, and like the social connections between the people within the tribe that had to make it work, those were the feminine side, those were the creative side. And so it's never one thing, man. And it's easy to
it's pretty crazy, because like I actually went through this a little bit. Like I remember when I know what it is to actually live in a tribe, because I did live in a tribe when I was younger.
Oh yeah,
like literally, yeah. So in Mexico, I actually I remember it, because we would go back to our hometown and then back into our rancho, and I would be there with my grandma, my grandpa, my family members, and the adjacent neighbors and stuff, in a ranch setting, like we were living on a farm, and like would wake up in the morning, and so basically I got a taste of the farm life in terms of what that was, killing chickens and like, for food and stuff, and doing all that stuff, and like plowing like literally plowing fields with my grandfather and our fathers and stuff, and having these little parties, and wake up in the morning, everyone's around, there's a bunch of women in the center there doing a lot of the like grinding up like corn and stuff in order to make tortillas and all this. Like it was pretty insane. When I think back on when you told me all that stuff, it just reminded me of my childhood a little bit, because like I remember just, it would be crazy. Like we around the ranch house would literally be about 35 to 45 people in that place all throughout the day, and it was like exactly what you're talking about. And it really, and I know what you're talking about is real, and it's really pretty, but it's just like I just have trouble seeing, like, it just gets out of hand after it grows to a certain size as well, which makes it hard, and it almost makes it feel like eventually, like we're also, I'm also like romanticizing it, because at the time, like, all the men of that tribe were either already older or were kids. So the tribe gets very violent at some points too, when the tribe gets very heavy in males in adolescence. Then from there, they start trying to either pick up women or attack another village, or attacking other village colonies to get female. Yeah. Dude, it just gets fucked, bro.
And that's an interesting thing. Like, it's not. It's hard, because we've gone to such a weird place as a society, and not even in a bad way, but just in such a like the one Satoshi Hex people seeing Hex at like $1,000, like you're in such an insane place. Like as a society, it's like, all right, so how are we going to do this? And I'm not even saying like everyone should have like a small tribe and a piece of land and all that. You can still have the city life, for example. It's just that it kind of needs to become a bit more holistic in some ways, and some like it's kind of hard, because, well, if it wasn't hard, it would already be fixed. But right now you have so many people being depressed, and they like suicides, and so many diseases because of stress,
right.
All that shit, and it can only be solved by chilling out and having really good connections, having really deep connections with some people. And
we're running away from that. But like the same time, there's men that really want a connection with a wife. They want a wife or they want a girlfriend. You know, it always comes down to sex first, but like at the end of the day, they like it'd be nice. Yeah, like a lot of the guys.
It's not even for me, man. If I'm.
Oh no, I'm not saying for you. I'm saying in general for other guys. Like
in general, for sure.
Yeah, what I've seen, at least on the red pill, like a lot of guys in the red pill or in the blue or in the red black pill, these guys would be, if they could jump back into the matrix, they would, if they could. But like a lot of the guys is like they could just have like, yeah, man, I'm spinning plates and stuff, but let me get a girlfriend and stuff. And like once they have the girlfriend and the relationship's not going to shit, and they actually care about the person. Like, yeah, man, I'm red pill. Yeah, I'm red pill, but like, you know, I got my relationship here. I mean, that's what I'm doing. Like, if I'm being real, but I'm not coping with it and stuff. I know what it is. Like, I've used what it is, but it's just what people are really crying about is that they're missing the emotional connection. They want someone to connect with and stuff. At the end of the day, I know that sounds pretty, like, for some of the guys in the red pill, that's like, oh, they'll be like, oh, that sounds kind of like some fag shit. But like,
but that's also like looking at it in an extreme way, and you will always find. I've been writing a book, by the way. I'm writing my book. It's called Thoughts of Mark, and I was thinking about what is hell, like what is it? Because it's been depicted as fire, but then death is cold. So what is it? Like you'll die anyways in fire or in ice. So where is it going? And then I was thinking, wait, it's not even about a thing, because it transcends this life, right? It transcends three-dimensional life. So the only way you could describe it is extremes, like living in extremes. Heaven would be more of the balanced out things, right? Because it has good things. Just let's say it has good things all over, right? And it's always balanced, because an extreme constantly is never good. And once I saw that, once I thought, wait, the extremes, that might be the place that you could call hell. Then I thought, well, if you have a really extreme point of view on something, you might want to reconsider. Not even saying that would be something from hell, but like to just say that it's never the one thing, right? So when you always say like, I only like women are only to have sex with or whatever, then maybe for you. But I also see a lot of people in red pill being really miserable because they don't realize that they need connection and affection from a woman. Instead of, like, I've literally seen people with spreadsheets of how many women they've had and
right
stuff like that. And it's like, dude, just try to have some feelings. And like, a point of view from the red pill is that you kind of hype each other up to not feel a certain thing or to not think a certain thing. Some people need to reevaluate that, I think.
Well, most of the red pill comes from the rebound. I mean, most people find the red pill from a breakup or betrayal. It's usually like, I mean, like, that's how I found it. That's how most people, unless you're really, it's like crypto, right? You find crypto when you're ready, almost, or when you really need it. I mean, if like it's true, like, you know what I mean?
The doors of the Citadel open up
open to you, like you've accepted this. That's why MGTOW's a cancerous ideal. I feel you on that. But like,
I've lost friends because of that. Just like But go on.
Fuck. What was I saying? Shit, dude.
I don't
know. With the red. Yeah, most people find the red pill when they need it, or when they're searching for answers. But they're searching for answers when they're hurt. And it's that whole thing that like Rollo Tomasi talks about the red pill hate, which like, or red pill anger that a lot of people have, or despair. Like, I was going through that for a long time myself, you know. But it's it's that sort of thing where like you most people like because that's sort of like the thing. It's just like they came from despair basically, or angry, or just trying to find answers. And typically it's a community that tries to help men just get better over time and stuff. But it's this whole thing where like, you know, you don't start the journey as a master. Yeah, it's a journey. You know, it's because they get hurt, because it's like they got hurt for a reason, or not even their fault. They were just being good men and still got fucked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And stuff. Yeah.
So yeah, exactly. And it's a really it's a tightrope, man, for a man to grow up nowadays, because you have so many things that people put on you. Like, you have to become a man, but you also have to be sensitive, and you try to be nice to women, and then they fuck you over because there is another asshole that they like better, and then you try to become an asshole, but then it doesn't work either, and then this, and then this, and it's just, when you also, RG has a really good story about this, but a lot of men, like, once, if you go back into the tribe narrative, boys would have to do certain things as a ritual to become a man.
Right.
And we don't have that anymore. We don't have role models of what it is to be a man. Like, you have people in social media, all that stuff, and we're looking at that, right? But those people don't know shit either. And so you have this situation where everyone's listening to other people that also don't know. And we used to have elders. We used to have people that are smart as fuck because they've gone through shit, and then we listen to them. But now we listen to 18-year-olds shilling Dogecoin, something like that, you know.
Now we come back to the real thing. You have to listen to these two men on stage right now. I'm sure.
Yeah, exactly. Again, like, not everyone, like, you have different levels of that, right?
Right.
You have different levels of who you can listen to, and who has actual knowledge, and who has actual insights, and who is just talking for the sake of talking. Because Papa Boner came up with this concept, and I found it really strong. He said, nowadays everyone is so much looking for a person to trust, and a person to listen to, and to tell them what to do, that if you just start a YouTube channel, you just start talking, you just don't stop talking, you just keep on talking about whatever it is that you want to talk about, and just keep on talking, right? And if you keep on doing that you will get a giant following, because there will be people that will keep on listening to you, listening to you, because they just want someone to take charge, and to just have someone they can trust, and someone that they can feel related and connected to. And that's also because we used to have people that we could trust, like elders, for example, that just teach us some ways, or just gives us some insights or whatever. And I'm saying elders might also be just your parents or whatever, right? We don't really have that anymore. Like, we are on our own. Your internet, like, you have Google, good luck. And we have it in some ways, but a lot of parents are, even because they are struggling to keep the family alive, they're working all the time, and so when they have kids, they have to get them to childcare, and they are being raised by someone you don't know, and constantly different people all of a sudden, and you're just on your own, basically. It's kind of a sad thing, and it messes people up, and not only men but also women, right? It's role models and stuff.
Damn, that was deep, man.
It's all coming in my book. It's gonna be like sci-fi, but from a whole different different things, but like basically the same kind of concept, where I just take different concepts and just talk about them.
No, I feel you, man. So where can people follow you, Mark?
I basically deleted all my social media, but I got Twitter.
I've got nothing.
I got Twitter now for Hex stuff. Wait, what is that? I don't even know what my tag is. Wait. It's markable hex or something. Yeah, markable, and then lower.
Yeah, in the video description,
Line
I put Mark's YouTube channel as well.
Yeah, I'm going to make some more videos again once I get some things figured out. But I have some videos now, and I basically just want to talk about things on my channel. Just that's why it's called Markable Thoughts. Just some thoughts and concepts that I have, and I'll talk about those kinds of things. Yeah. So yeah, click the link in the description, or just Markable Thoughts on YouTube.
Perfect, man.
Come hang out with me.
Heck yeah, man. Well, I got to get going.
Good fucking stream, dude.
Okay, that was a good stream, dude. Like, we'll do some more of these and stuff.
Yeah, I would love to.
I'm planning to try to stream every day this week every day up until the course and stuff, because after that I'll be gone MIA for about a week or two. So
nice.
Yeah, we'll do some more. We'll have you on the if you want to come on to the on Thursday, we're doing a stream with the what do you call it, the Knights of the Crypto Roundtable. If you want to come on.
Oh yeah, for sure. What time is that?
That's usually like 7 Pacific Standard, so that might be late for you. I'm not sure time wise.
I'll get out of bed. I'm okay with it.
Okay.
For you always, man.
Okay, perfect, man. no, it's just we had a good. I think we were on the Discord syndicate and we had a good talk one time, and I was like, oh yeah, I put that on my list of people who wanted to talk to in Hex.
Oh, cool, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
The invite for sure.
No, for sure. Yeah, there's a bunch of people, interviews of people I wanted to talk to. It's just I haven't had the time, so I'm just knocking stuff off my bucket list and stuff, So yeah, you guys go hit the gym. No leg day. Go get that 6-pack. and diamond hands, baby. You better be training grip training. Grip strength.
That's for sure. Yeah, cool. Let's just talk about the details of that in the green room.
All right.
But
peace, you guys.
Bye. Thanks for listening, watching. Bye.